Today we're going to explore the best things to do in New York City. I have combined 100 hours of the most amazing experiences for you to check out while you're here. We're going to be covering attractions, sightseeing, experiences, and more, so let's get to it.
There's no better way than starting your day here at RiseNY. I love this spot. It's the combination between an interactive museum and a soaring ride through New York's past and present. Let's go inside and check it out. You're going to be pretty amazed with this one. The experience is about to begin. I love this spot. I've been here like 5 times, like not even kidding. It's that good. And I've been to all the museums in the city, so I'm telling you, this is legit. Ooh, look how cool this is. So this is Gustavino styled tiling. You're gonna see this a lot in the old subways in the city, but not too much in the newer ones, but I like how they brought that into this element because it's very old New York. And these are legit subway benches, by the way, which are way cleaner than what you get in the subway because honestly, I don't think you should sit on them in the subway. That's like, cool thing about this museum is we're going to go through history, music, entertainment, fashion, all different types of categories. And I just like that because you kind of get everything in one here. Come out. All right, listen, this is important for you to know. When you're going through Rise, there's all these different QR codes around different exhibits. And if you scan it, then you get additional content and additional information, but there's tons of other really awesome information everywhere. Oscar, hello. I was waiting for this video to let you know, but I actually will be having my own talk show coming out. Woo-hoo-hoo. Just kidding, this is not Rise, but someday, please. Hey, I'm gonna bring you somewhere that no one else can go. Come on. I'm just kidding, it's part of the exhibit. It's the Broadway section. We got the Lion King, which by the way, I used to work at, in case you didn't know, I sometimes talk about it. I actually used to work on Broadway. I used to work on Broadway. You can't do New York without Broadway. In fact, later today, we're gonna do a Broadway show because that has to be on your itinerary. We are waiting for the ride to begin, and while we wait, I want to share an exciting announcement with you. So to thank you guys for watching this video, I wanted to give you, a discount, because who doesn't like to save money? So use this code right here to save some money and use that money for something amazing. What, like a bacon, egg, and cheese? Buy yourself a nice coffee.
How do you say coffee?
I say coffee. Which, did I say that with an accent? Coffee. Get yourself a nice coffee, get a coffee.
Hey, does anybody want coffee? Who wants coffee? I just made a fresh pot of coffee. Does anybody want coffee?
New York's expensive. You gotta save the money where you can, right? And you don't wanna miss Rise, it's the best. We just finished the ride. I love it. I've done it so many times. Every single time, it's so fun. It's soaring. So if you've ever been to like Disney soaring, it's similar to that, except you fly over the most famous sites in New York City. And the other cool thing is as you pass certain experiences, there's certain scents associated with it. For example, when you go over Central Park, it smells like grass. It's really awesome. Great for all ages. Now I am starving. So we are going to head to the spot that Louis and I go the most in New York City. This has never disappointed anyone. You're gonna love it. I'll see you there. Right after Rise, head to Los Tacos Numero Uno in Times Square. Luckily, they now have locations all over the city, so you could go anywhere. That's where Louis and I go more than any other restaurant. And you know it's good if Louis likes it, okay? You may not trust my opinion of tacos, but you can trust his. I always get the pollo asado and the carne asada. They get their guacamole. You can add some salsa on there. Get some horchata or rosa jamaica as a drink, I like the rosa jamaica personally. That's my go-to. It's made with hibiscus flower. It's really yummy. They never let me down. It's always incredible. It's a quick spot, so this is a good price to eat up. Delicious. Let's go to our next spot. You don't come here for quiet. You come here for action all the time, and that's what you get. Since it's your first day in the city, you gotta see the iconic sights. and I have designed a tour just for that. My Must-See Manhattan tour brings you to all of the iconic sites in Midtown Manhattan, including Grand Central, Times Square, the New York Public Library, Rockefeller Center, St. Patrick's Cathedral, Saks Fifth Avenue. And then at the end of the tour, you actually get dropped off at Rockefeller Center and you can add on tickets to Top of the Rock and then actually get that experience too. It is literally every single thing that you've seen in the movies and every single thing you've read in books, blogs, magazines, Instagram, all in 2 hours, consolidated, so you you knock it all off your list. And that is what my Must-See Manhattan tour is. Let me give you a sneak peek though, inside of this lovely spot, Grand Central Terminal. During the tour, you're gonna come in here. This is Grand Central, very iconic site in the city. Look at this clock here, very iconic, right? Did you know this is one of the most expensive things that are in the public display in New York City? This clock is solid opal on all 4 sides, costs $20 million. Well, that's what it's valued at today. Another crazy thing is the ceiling. So the ceiling has a beautiful constellation, and those that are trained in astronomy, right? Astronomy, not astrology. I always mess those up. Anyway, those that are trained in that will notice that the ceiling is actually upside down and backwards, and they installed it incorrectly. I know. Rookies, right? All right, let's continue to the next thing. Another option if you don't do the Must-See Manhattan tour is to stroll along Fifth Avenue where I am right now. Let me tell you what, amazing stores here. Gucci, Louis Vuitton, Tiffany's. This is one of the most iconic streets in the world. And if you walk your way up all the way to the top, you will end up at Central Park, which has been featured in more movies than any other location on the planet. It was literally designed, it was handmade, sort of shockingly, and it's absolutely stunning. It looks like a painting. There's also a zoo in Central Park, there's a lake, you can ride a rowboat, you can ride horses, you can do a horse-drawn carriage. It's just like so romantic, but also cute and fun.
Next, I recommend getting a tasty meal in Midtown at one of my favorite restaurants in the area. It's called Bia and it is family owned. They have amazing cocktails and delicious new American cuisine. I recommend the filet mignon. It was delicious. They have a great pre-theater menu too, which is perfect for our next location, a Broadway show. Make sure you make your reservations at Bia early so that you have time before your show starts at 7 p.m.
After dinner at Bia, you gotta do a Broadway show. New York's top attraction is actually Broadway. Broadway shows are amazing. I have several recommendations. First off, I just want to talk about Moulin Rouge. This recently won 10 Tony Awards. You can see that sign there. It seriously is one of the best musicals I've seen in a very long time. It's great for anyone because they incorporate a lot of modern music, so even the type of person that maybe doesn't love theater would like this show. Other classics are The Lion King. I adore The Lion King. Also, Book of Mormon is hilarious. Absolutely, you will laugh so hard. I will say though, if you're offended easily, I would not recommend Book of Mormon. There's a lot of swearing. There's actually a whole song where they just say the F word over and over and over again. And then also Wicked. Wicked is a story of the Wizard of Oz witches.
Who's Tony?
Who's Tony? Honestly, I don't know. I would like to know who Tony is. But Tony Awards is like the Oscar of theater, if you're not sure what a Tony Award is. And winning 10? It's pretty solid.
This is a really great hack if you want to see a Broadway show but are on a budget or just simply want to save some money, because who doesn't like to save some money? I love it. This right here, luckyseat.com. This will give you access to all of the Broadway lotteries. And if you're not sure what a lottery is, well, you are in for a treat, my friend. Lotteries allow you to go to some of the best Broadway shows. I'm talking Moulin Rouge, Lion King, Hamilton, for a fraction of the cost that you would pay if you just came right into the theater. For example, here at Moulin Rouge, tickets can go up to $399. But if you enter the lottery, you can get tickets for $45. Yeah, it's pretty cool. So all you need to do is you enter, so essentially if it's a Tuesday, you would enter the lottery and you could win tickets for Wednesday. So it's always like the next day and you might get lucky. I know that, like, I have won lotteries before and it doesn't hurt, just like put your name in a few different lotteries. Pretty good hack, right? You're welcome. You can't come to New York City without going to a rooftop bar, no matter what the season is. And I recommend the Skylark. It's located on the 30th floor of a skyscraper and has epic cocktails with even more incredible views of the Empire State Building. Want even more free? As a thank you for watching this video, I'll give you my new and improved 3-day guide to New York City, plus my neighborhood guides. Get access through my Bubble Up folder in the link below.
Welcome to day 2 or day 1 or day 3. It really depends on what order you want to put this itinerary in. For me, I like to do this day 2. Day 2, we are going to experience a little bit about the culture of New York City. I'm going to be combining a few different neighborhoods in here. We're gonna see Little Italy, we're gonna see Soho, Chinatown, the Lower East Side. All of these neighborhoods are close together, so it's really easy to explore them. We're also gonna be having some tasty treats. So, without further ado, let's just get to the guide, come on. Sorry. We're here at Russ & Daughters. Now, you gotta start the day with a bagel and lox. It's a classic New York breakfast, and Russ & Daughters has been in business since 1914. Yes, over 100 years. They serve just like the absolute best lox and bagels. So we're gonna get some. I will warn you, it is a wait, okay? You go in there, you gotta take one of these, and you gotta wait for your name to be called, which does take time. When we went in there, they were at 9:45, and we did 9:65, and we went in there like 15 minutes ago, so let me see. They're at 9:53. Also, quick little plug. If you've heard of Kat's Deli, it's famous for that scene in the movie When Harry Met Sally. Insert.
Oh, God. Oh.
I'll have what she's having.
Okay, you saw it? All right, great. That is right down the street, and that's where you can get like a huge pastrami sandwich. It costs like $25 for the sandwich, but it's literally like the width of my head. All right, I'm like gonna die of starvation by the time this bagel arrives.
6 hours later.
They finally just called my number, and I ran in excitedly, and then they said not yet. So, I don't know, but we waited about half an hour. By the way, this bagel is like gonna be $20 with the lox, but life-changing. The moment of truth is here. I have my bagel. It was quite the wait. It's like unwrapping a present. Oh my God. Ah, look at that. Look at that beautiful bagel. This is their classic bagel. It has lox, scallion cream cheese, capers, tomatoes on an everything bagel that has been toasted. I asked the guy who worked there what the best thing is, and this is what he said. So we'll see. Okay, let's try it. Wow. One moment. It's perfection in a bite. Like everything is just so phenomenal. Like the flavors are so well balanced. The lox, I feel like I can never have lox ever again except from here. I mean, it's incredible lox. Smoky, not too salty, not too fishy. Wow. This is like, you're gonna love this spot. I can't wait for you to try it. All right, I don't even want to like talk anymore because I just want to eat all of this. All right, after your bagel or while you're waiting, check out some of the street art in this area. There's so much good street art in the Lower East Side. Also Soho and Chinatown has really cool street art in certain areas, but Lower East Side in particular is really a lot of good stuff. Like this one, which is so perfect for this location, Lower East Side. You have some of the people that kind of got their start here, including this lovely guy who's a very famous artist. I'm not even going to attempt to pronounce his name because we all know how good I am at French pronunciation. I mean, like, it's literally everywhere. I'm just showing you like this one corner, just a small example of how artistic this area is. This side, we have a really cool like Day of the Dead piece. So you kind of get the idea. There's so much beautiful street art in this area. So as you're walking through it, maybe you have your bagel and your lox, just like taking a stroll, you know, taking a stroll. Enjoy some of the street art and make your way towards Soho because we're heading there next. If you want high-end shopping, I recommend going to Soho. In particular, on Spring Street and Prince Street, you have really good shops. This is more like high-end places, you know, like Gucci or Balenciaga. Balenciaga, you know, I'm just gonna go buy the shoes that look like socks, no big deal. Oh, I don't belong here, here we go. All right, listen, can you hear me? There's a lot of noise all the time. Going down. Okay, so I wanted to mention Broadway because there's a lot of great stores here too, and they're more budget friendly. So this is where you're gonna find more like Zara, H&M, Guess, things like that. So that's like more mainstream fashion. Then you have the high end, and you have the boutiques. It's like something for everyone. I actually have a shopping map that I'll link below so you can just take that with you and then go to all of the stores that I love.
What does Soho?
Ah, great question, Lucas. What does Soho stand for? It stands for South Houston Street, and Nolita stands for North of Little Italy. And we're not covering it in this video, but Tribeca stands for Triangle Below Canal Street. NoHo stands for North of Houston Street. Any other trivia questions?
What's East Hole?
There's no East Hole, what the heck? Chinatown. So much to talk about here. You gotta come. A whole different type of culture in itself. I have a Chinatown guide to tell you all about that. I will link it below. But listen, in the meantime, we're gonna get some delicious food here and we're gonna get some bubble tea. Now, if you've never had bubble tea, you've gotta try it. It's so good. My videographer, Lucas, is a big bubble tea fan. Today, we're gonna try his favorite bubble tea. It's called Tiger Sugar. Let's go inside and check it out.
I'm suspicious because it's not my normal order, not gonna lie. I got lychee crystal boba. I like the flavor, but I miss the real bobas. Let me have this one. Can I have yours?
So in conclusion, I recommend getting this brown sugar green tea with boba. It's T8. So yeah, it's really good. For lunch, I recommend going to Canal Street Market. There's a lot of great stuff inside. Let's go. Oh, sorry. We're here at the Canal Street Market, which is my favorite spot to shop and dine in Chinatown. Okay, so there's so many like really cool local artist things you can buy here, from, you know, prints to jewelry to candles. So definitely stop in. I think it's the best spot to shop here. I don't even know if it's the most amazing because there's so much great food in Chinatown, but one of my favorites is this spot. This is Joe's Steamed Rice Roll. So there's a couple locations of Joe's Steamed Rice Roll, and the Canal Street Market is a great place to come and enjoy it. You can get it here and go sit in the seats in the back, and then also check out the amazing shops at the Canal Street Market. So I'm gonna do the beef rice roll, but it also comes in pork or barbecue pork or shrimp or curry fish or dried shrimp or vegetarian. So many options. And right across from Joe's Rice Rolls, we have another great spot. This is called Vuitton, and it's a Thai food restaurant. And they are new here. They've only been here about 2 months. They actually originally started in Flushing, which is a great spot for Asian cuisine. In particular, Chinese food there is crazy. So we're gonna try this too. It's gonna be awesome. Beautiful, rippling, delicious rice rolls. I love these. So nice. It's like this chewy, savory, delicious noodle with like some of that barbecued pork on the inside. There's also a lot of nice vegetables in here. You can add a bunch of different vegetables. We just added all of them because why not? And guess what? The flavor is banging. The cool thing about the Canal Street Market is you have a lot of different types of Asian cuisine here. And one of them is this fabulous Thai restaurant called Vuitton. Papaya salad time. I always love papaya salad. Got it all the time when I was in Thailand. Citrusy, fresh, really yummy. Wow, really juicy chicken, super flavorful, really great, all around. Canal Street Market, people, never lets you down. How mad are you at me, Lucas, for eating chopsticks this way? The point is, it works. Next up, we're gonna head to Little Italy to get a little taste of Italian culture, although I will admit, this version of Little Italy, although it is the first, it is not like the most authentic Little Italy in New York. That would be at Arthur Avenue in the Bronx. We're going to get a sweet treat from one of the oldest stores here in Little Italy. And while you're here, explore. There's some cute shops, a lot of Italian culture, great Italian restaurants, a lot of mafia history, and just, it's an interesting place to see. Ferrara's also established in 1892, also family owned, and that is a great spot for coffee if you want like a real Italian coffee. For dinner, you gotta check out Freeman's. Now it looks like let's just do a circle. Like, where am I? Where am I? Am I in an abandoned area? That's the cool thing about Freeman's. It looks like it's not there, but it's there. This spot has amazing American colonial inspired food, and it's right down this alleyway. that is lined with all types of graffiti. And this is kind of like the charm of Freeman's. From the outside, you would think it's an abandoned alleyway, but let's go down this way and you'll see what it really is. I feel like this area is so good for a photo shoot, by the way. It's just such a New York vibe. Their goal for this restaurant was to make it feel like an American colonial tavern, and it feels very much like that on the inside. It's very rustic, and the food is old American. It's really yummy. I don't have time to eat here to show you in the video, but I can promise you I've had the food here. It's incredible. So anyway, try it out. Really delicious food. And fun fact, they actually have a speakeasy inside on the second floor, and it's so secret that most people don't even know about it. It's called Banza Bar. It only has 20 seats. They serve all of their drinks out of teacups. It's really cool. Get a reservation here and then head to Banza Bar after, or go to this amazing speakeasy that I'm about to feature. I'll see you there. I always believe you can't complete a trip to New York City without going to a speakeasy, aka a secret bar. And this one that says the Corner Deli, established in 1932, actually is a speakeasy. This is, even though it doesn't say it anywhere, it's called La Esquina, and they serve amazing Mexican food on the top floor, but then inside there's a secret door, and they have a underground bar that looks like a cave. It's really cool. I'm gonna see if we, I hope you got that on camera. Do you have to make reservations, or can you just show up?
You have to make a reservation, but it's Monday to Friday before 4 p.m. You have to call.
All right, so you can't just show up? All right, we tried. But anyway, call, make a reservation. I wish I could show you the inside. I can't, but it's really cool and worth it. Okay. Welcome to day 3 or day 2 or day 1, depending on the order that you do this itinerary in. For us, we are doing this day 3, and I wanted to include one of my favorite neighborhoods in the city. It is Dumbo, Brooklyn. You know, you've explored Manhattan for the last 2 days, so I said, why not add Brooklyn on the map? Because you gotta come to Brooklyn. We're here at Arabica. This is a local coffee shop. I encourage you to get a nice cup of coffee here. They specialize in coffee from all over the world, super high quality. You can sit inside or outside here depending on the weather. And what I love about it is you actually have these epic views of the Brooklyn Bridge, but there's an even better hack. And I'm gonna take my coffee to go, and we're gonna go and sit over there. They do have little croissants and things in there. They're pretty good. Let's go over this way because this is the best way to start your breakfast in New York. Come on. See that ferry? That's an amazing way to travel throughout the city for a super cheap price. It literally costs $2.75. You can ride it up and down the East River all day, and they have a bar. So it's like a booze cruise for $2.75. I mean, I wouldn't, I'm pretty sure they wouldn't want to market it like that, but I'm just saying, it's an option. To get to my secret spot, which, I think it's secret because no one's here ever, you're gonna walk directly towards the water, and you'll notice there's no seating when you get here. False. Turn the corner over here, and all of a sudden, there's all these tables and chairs that no one knows about, and you can literally have the most epic meal with a great view. Okay, if you went to for example, the River Cafe, Michelin-starred restaurant, literally 100 feet away, you're paying $300 a person for this view. And here you get the same view for $0. Hack. You're welcome. After your nice coffee with the view, you might want to explore Brooklyn Bridge Park. It's lovely, but I recommend the next thing on your itinerary be the Best of New York food tour that we run. This is because we bring you to all of the iconic spots, 5 places in Brooklyn. You're gonna get pizza, tacos, pancakes, and a lot of other things, solid portions. This is a 3-hour tour. You're gonna learn the history, you're gonna see the sights, and you're gonna get delicious food. What more do you want? Now, I'm going to give you a sneak preview of an award-winning spot on our tour. These guys have won the world's best pancakes. They're pretty nuts. To the Time Out Market, which by the way has some of New York's best eateries all in one location with an epic view of the city. The masterpiece has arrived. Look how beautiful this stack is. I would say it's a 2-inch at least stack of pancakes. And look at all the delicious blueberries on top. You gotta get the wild blueberry pancakes. That's what they're known for. And their syrup is crazy. It's not your typical syrup. It's a maple butter syrup. It's pretty phenomenal. Look at that. Woo, look at that. So what I like about this food tour is most food tours that we went on around the world when we were designing this food tour was like, they would give you like a little tiny sample size. And that always drove me crazy because I'm like, I'm going on a food tour, like I wanna have like a full meal. So ours, we kind of call it like a walking lunch. Okay, let's try it. It's like so fluffy and like a little sweet. You got that nice fruitiness from the blueberry. It's just, no wonder they're award winning. That's all I gotta say. Absolutely delicious. So if you join the tour, you get this, you get 4 other dishes for a well-rounded meal. And history. It's a perfect time. It's a perfect way to consolidate everything you need to eat your way through New York in 3 hours. And you know, since you're only here for 3 days, that's why we made it. All right, cheers.
Next up, I recommend going on a classic Harbor Line cruise. You know, I talk about them all the time because they're excellent. That's it. It's like freaking amazing every single time. We are doing their fall foliage cruise today, which takes you up the Hudson River and you see the beautiful colors of the trees. But they have a lot of different cruises to choose from lunch cruises to sightseeing to history and architecture, all different topics. It's really fun. They even have specialty ones for the holidays, jazz cruises with music. I'll link below all the different options they have, and you can just click on that. It will take you right to their site, make it really easy for you. I do recommend if you're a first-time visitor, try doing their Skyline sightseeing cruise where it's a sunset and you see the Statue of Liberty. It's beautiful. It's just the best way to see the city is from the water, in my opinion. That is if you're not in a helicopter, of course, but that's like very expensive. And the tickets here are totally reasonably priced for the quality.
Finally, end your 3 days in the city at Gallo Green, located at the McCarren Hotel. This rooftop restaurant transforms depending on the season you're in. If you come in winter, you'll experience a Scottish lodge. For warmer months, you'll dine on a rooftop garden. It is super unique and they have great American food and drinks. If you're not exhausted from the 3 days of fun, I recommend adding on Sleep No More, their incredible theatrical experience. I am here at Airy Ancient Baths. This is such a magical spa here in Soho, and oh my goodness, it has total like Moroccan Turkey vibes. They have 6 different types of pools here, all different temperatures, and this is just such a great experience. It totally feels like you've left New York when you're here. Everything's filled with candles, it's absolutely magical. As you explore this space, you'll look on the wall and they'll have different information about each bath and like the benefits of each bath. This one's gonna be their hottest one at 102 degrees, but they also have cold plunges. The thing about Airy that I just love is that it feels like an escape from New York. New York is stressful, and this is totally the opposite of that vibe. They also do massages and stuff. 50 degrees, not doing that. Shall we go in? So this is their Frigidarium. Oh God, geez, it's 50 degrees. Okay, listen, I will do this for the video. I wasn't planning on it, but right after I'm getting in a warm bath. This is terrible. That's fine. No, this is good. I can't get in any further because of the mic anyway. Okay, let's get in the warm bath now. It was terrible, but it was also rejuvenating. That's what the Swedes do.
It's good for you.
Yeah, that's what they say. And this feels a lot better for me, I'm not gonna lie. This is magical. Yes. This is nice. There's like a lounge chair that they made into a like hot tub. So this is great for birthday gifts, date night, really any special occasion. Louis and I have done this many times in the past. It's just such a treat. And when we do this, we normally will spend like an hour doing all the different pools, relaxing. They sell juices and all different types of health drinks, which is nice because then you feel like you're getting healthy inside and out. And then we'll do one of the massages because they offer different types of massages. In fact, they even offer a wine bath.
You feel healthy inside and out. You say you feel the health in your throat.
In Prague, I saw a beer bath. This is much more luxurious. I was just speaking to the manager here because I was curious the origins of this. And it's actually Roman
baths. Not Turkish, as I previously said, or Moroccan. I've actually never done this before. I've wanted to, but they fill this entire bath with some wine-based product. I'm sure it's not fully wine. And then they let you drink wine while you're in here. Definitely like a beautiful couples experience for sure. You get to sit on this little bench, have the wine flow in, then maybe do a massage after. I've just never seen anything like this. It's super unique. And they have like grapevines on the ceilings. It's such a vibe, you know? Right over here, we got the jacuzzi bath, because obviously a bath can't be complete without a jacuzzi, hello. And then this right here is a salted bath. When you're in here, you can just float on the surface because it's so much salt in here, and it just makes for such a relaxing, immersive bath. And on this side, you can actually rub yourself down with salt to do an exfoliation and then wash out in the shower here. For your next date, for your next special occasion, anniversary, birthday, celebration, 4th of July, Halloween. I mean,
Around the corner, there is a Blood Manor haunted attraction.
perfect. You can pair it with this. What a beautiful way to end this. No, but Airie's the best. Definitely come here. It's one of my favorite spas in the city and just such a retreat from the chaos of New York City.
New York City was recently given the title of the world's most expensive city. So, is it possible to live or visit here for free? It turns out there are secret ways to do so, including this one for $0. So let's get into it. To make this video a little bit harder, I'm not gonna include the basic stuff that you're gonna see everywhere about what to do for free. However, if you are new to New York City, let me just cover 5 absolute essential free things that you need to do while you're here, and then we will get to the expert hacking. Number 1, New York City attractions. Most famous attractions are free, so you can see the Empire State Building. You can come here to Central Park, walk around, go to 5th Avenue, Times Square, see the Brooklyn Bridge. Of course, you're not gonna get context or historical references to what you're looking at, so if you want that, I do recommend doing our Must See Manhattan tour. It's a 2-hour walking tour where you see all the highlights, but that's for a different video. Let's get to number 2, Broadway in the Park. This is actually really cool. Did you know you can see some of the best Broadway shows in the city that are normally very expensive for free? It happens Tuesdays for 6 weeks in August. You're gonna see things like The Lion King's hits, Moulin Rouge, and many others. It's first come, first serve. They actually put a stage right here, and then you sit on the grass and watch. It's amazing. Number 3, free movie screenings. A lot of parks in New York do this. They set up a huge projector, and then they'll play iconic movies and newer movies completely for free. One of them is here at Bryant Park. They do it right on this grass here. They do that on Tuesdays from June to August. And then the other one that I really love is Brooklyn Bridge Park. That is Thursdays in July and August, and that one's amazing because you have a beautiful New York City skyline behind you. Bring some food. I always like to do like a little dinner picnic. It's awesome. Number 4, free kayaking. Super fun, right? You can actually do it at 6 different locations in the city. My favorite is at Brooklyn Bridge Park. They also do it in Long Island City, Queens, various locations in Brooklyn, and in Staten Island. So you have a lot of options to choose from. All you need to do is reserve in advance. It's on select days, and it's first come, first serve in some locations. I'll put an article below with more info. It's great, and it's fun, and it's different. Number 5, the free summer concert series and seeing free shows. So you can actually come here to Central Park and see Good Morning America's summer concert series. Fridays in the summer, you can see famous artists and performers. I saw Nicki Minaj here. I saw Backstreet Boys for free. All the information to get tickets to that will be linked below. The other one is you can get free tickets to The Colbert Show, Jimmy Fallon, SNL, and many more through One Iota. You just have to request these a few weeks in advance, and all that information will also be below.
Now that we've covered the basic ways to do New York City for free, let's get into the expert hacking.
Did you know that it's possible to get around New York City for free? I didn't believe it at first, but then I tried it and it worked, and I was like, whoa, this is crazy. So I gotta share it with you, because although the subway is very cheap, it's only $2.75 to get around, which is a great deal. You can get around completely for free in a Tesla. Hey, who doesn't like that? I sure do. So I discovered that Revel is a new ride-sharing app. It's competing with Uber, it's competing with Lyft, and so they're looking for people to use use their car. And they will pick you up in a beautiful sky blue Tesla, and you can get $20 off your first ride if you use the promo code right here. You can share your promo codes with each other so you can use it multiple times, which I probably shouldn't say on camera, to be honest. I started doing this. Now Lucas, the cameraman, has it. So Lucas, hand over your phone. Let's see if we can get a free Revel ride using the code. So I'm gonna go to redeem promo code, redeem code. Okay, it's $20 in ride credit applied. An important detail here, once you put in your info, it's gonna look like it's gonna charge you, but it won't. So we have pickup in 13 minutes. Yes, that's a while, but it's $0. And since this is a new car sharing service, they're expanding every single day, so the pickup time will get faster and faster. I just used this to get from the airport to my apartment, and they came in 2 minutes. So I guess it's like random. Let's get our free ride. Ooh, ooh, ooh. There he is, there's my Revel. Look at that, look at that. Isn't it cool? It's so obvious. That's what I like about it. You can see it very clearly. Hello. Look how clean this car is. It's a brand new Tesla. And the entire ceiling of the car is a sunroof, so you can look up at all the buildings from above. It's so much better than an Uber and a Lyft, and $0 on your first ride. So our driver just told us that this is actually kind of a safer way to get around the city, because if someone runs in front of the car, it stops itself. If the driver gets on the phone, the car tells the driver to get off the phone. I wanted to show a few cool things that you can do in the city that normally would cost money, but do them for free. So we are here in Bryant Park. It's a beautiful spring day.
Is that Mr. Bryant?
That is actually William Cullen Bryant. He was a journalist in the 1800s, and he was all about like helping people and helping those in need. And so that kind of is like the essence of Bryant Park. It's also attached to the New York Public Library, which is completely free education for all. That was what it was built on, and that is what it continues to be. So today we're going to be doing a free juggling class. I am very bad at catching any type of balls, so this does not look very promising to me, but let's come along, come. Anyone can join this. Bryant Park has a calendar of events on their site. They have everything from free juggling to free fencing to free yoga, literally free everything.
You want jugglers free?
Yes, I want to try it. Oh God, okay.
All right, you ready for 2 balls?
I feel like I am not ready for 2 balls.
Yes, you
After you're doing this, Lucas.
Throw it up above your head to your left.
Okay.
It's coming down, take this ball, don't pass it.
Don't pass it.
Toss it up in the air just like the first ball to that hand. You'll see it.
Ooh.
1, 2.
That was better!
And you correct them.
Is this a competition? All right, let's do this. Let's do this. It's not even close. It's Lucas's turn to do juggling. Lucas said he's been practicing juggling.
I have not been practicing, but while you were in Thailand, because I had so much free time, and didn't have work to do, I was like, I'm just gonna learn juggle on YouTube one day, because I was like, why not? I feel like this skill is gonna come in handy one day, and I guess it is. So I'm not great, first off, but I think better than Sarah.
Further than I expected.
If you recognize me on the street, give me 3 tennis balls and I'll do the act for you. Whoa. I'm doing it, Sarah. That's the longest I've ever done it. I'm so impressed with myself.
So as you can see, many options of juggling here, and it's all free. Leonard will be here maybe, and he can teach you how to juggle, because I got further than I expected, I'm not gonna lie. Let's go see what else we can do for free here in New York.
New York can be overwhelming because there is so much to do, eat, and see. Now, if you're visiting, I highly recommend taking one of my award-winning walking tours. I created these tours to make sure you have an amazing experience in the city. And if you're a foodie, you'll love my Best of New York food tour. During this tour, you'll enjoy 5 award-winning dishes from restaurants, take a guided walk through one of the city's most beautiful neighborhoods, and you'll see New York City skyline, Brooklyn, epic views of the Statue of Liberty, Brooklyn Bridge. Want to see the best sights in the city efficiently? Then you can join my must-see Manhattan tour. During this 2-hour walking tour, you'll see all of the famous sights in the city, including the Empire State Building, Times Square, Broadway, Fifth Avenue, Rockefeller Center, Grand Central, and much more. And if you're more into a custom experience, simply fill out our private tour inquiry form and we will customize the tour specifically to your unique needs. Book everything on funkyexperiences.com. We can't wait to welcome you into New York.
I'm feeling a little hungry after that juggling, and I want to test something. Now, it's tricky to get free food in the city, but I found a way to do it, and it is an app called Seated. You get it? It's literally called Seated though. All these restaurants around New York that are really great and are looking for more people to come inside and dine will offer flash discounts during the day for people to come in and book a seat at these restaurants. So you can do a walk-in or you could just go there, but you gotta book it through Seated, and by doing this you can get a 50% off. That's the benefit of getting it discounted, but the way you get it for free is you essentially share your promo code with people, and every time someone uses your promo code to get $15 off their meal, you get $15 towards dining. Before this video, I posted a newsletter and I've been talking about it in a few other videos. So I've actually gotten several credits lined up here and we're gonna redeem some of them. It's more than just food. So you can actually get credits towards flights, hotels, Airbnb. I'm gonna use this to get free food right now. I highly encourage you to download Seated to get a discounted meal while you're here. And if you use my promo code right here on screen, then you'll get $15 off after you dine at your first spot. I'm so excited. I just opened Seated to see what we could get, and it says, we drop money in your wallet. Yes. That means one of you lovely viewers, I think, used my code. This is how Lucas and I get caffeine and food whenever we're out filming, is we literally use all the Seated credits that you guys give us from the videos. So thank you for that. All right, so here's all the options of stuff we can get for free. And we're going to do Starbucks. So I just buy a credit with Starbucks and then I swipe to purchase, which is not really purchasing, it's just like redeeming some of the credits, and then it gives me a gift card. Great, so now I have my gift card. I put this in the Starbucks app, by the way, because I found out that by adding the gift card to the Starbucks app, I actually get double the points, because when you buy something through the Starbucks app, you get star rewards, and so like for every time I redeem a Seated gift card, I'll get even double through the app, so it's like a forever gaining free food. My order is submitted. It's here for $0. Thanks everyone for using the Seated code, but the important detail here is you can do the same thing by sharing your Seated code with your friends and getting credits, or just dine using Seated and save a bunch of money. Either way, you're saving money. All right, Lucas, you ready to eat? All right. So I just headed over here to the Bank of America Tower Courtyard, I guess you could call it. It's an indoor space to eat for free, and it's really pretty, and there's tables and greenery and our free meal. Nothing tastes better than free. Cheers. Now that we have that tasty meal, it's time to do something else. So we're here at the MoMA. Normally the MoMA costs $25 to get in per person, but there is a way to do it for free, and that is you go on Fridays from 4 to 8 p.m. Now the MoMA stands for the Museum of Modern Art. It's one of the most prestigious museums, and New York has a lot of the most famous museums in the world. The good news is a lot of them are pay what you wish or have free days. And I have an article below that lists all of the museums in the city that offer free entry or pay what you wish. For more museum options, look at that. But right now we're gonna check out the MoMA. It's pretty crowded today because it is a free day, but hey, we saved $25 for me, $25 for Lucas, and I'm all about that. Yeah, let's go. Whoa, oh wow. I guess I don't understand modern art. You know that modern art is from 1890 to 1970?
Oh, so you were born during the modern art era?
No, I wasn't. An iPad? What is it? iPod. That is Fortnite. Suck it. Take Two. It's Minecraft, right? And he's doing a good job. I tried to play Fortnite with Louis' little brother. Horrible game. I don't get it. I'm sorry for those that like it. It is like way too much going on. I don't even know what this thing is. Okay, 1984, wasn't even born then. Oh, it's shaking. So in addition to the different technology exhibits, we have some art exhibits going on right now too. We're gonna try to get something free that would be nearly impossible, and that is lodging. If you know New York, or if you've even done any searching, you know that hotels here are crazy expensive. The average hotel here is around $350 a night, and that's not even for like a good one. A great hack is to stay in Long Island City. It's very close to Midtown Manhattan, but is about a third of the price. So the way that you can actually get free lodging in the city is a combination of using Airbnb's last minute price deals, which happen the day of,
and seated credits. I'm looking at my credits. We have enough to get an Airbnb reward, and then we're gonna go into Airbnb and see what we can get. This may not be the most ideal situation because you do have to be a risk taker. You may not end up with a place to stay, but hey, Central Park is right down the street. Yeah, one night for today, for one adult, and we're going to search. Whoa, see, this is what I'm talking about here. We have some deals. $65 a night with a view of the Brooklyn Bridge. This is about a 50% price drop because it's last minute. So I can use my Airbnb gift card that I just got from Seated to apply to this, and boom, free lodging, baby. Isn't that amazing? So that's what you can do. You can actually book multiple nights this way. I've done that before. I actually did that recently in Istanbul on a trip. That's how you get free lodging in New York City. Governor's Island has a ton of really cool free things to do. This is an island that is right on the bottom of Manhattan. It's only about 800 yards from like lower Manhattan. You gotta take a ferry to get over here. By far, one of the most incredible free things to do here in New York is the QC Spa, which is normally not free. But I have a little hack for you, and I'm gonna show you how we're gonna get this for free. I'm excited to introduce to you guys, or reintroduce to you guys, the QC Spa, one of my favorite places. It is a luxury spa, beautiful city views, a heated pool, multiple different rooms that have like saunas, steam rooms, different experiences. You can even get a massage here. But did you know that if it is your birthday month, you can get in here for free? That is almost a $200 value for free. The only detail that you need to keep in mind is you have to bring one paying customer with you. So bring your significant other, force your friend, force your family member. It's not really forcing because they're gonna have a great time here, and you get in completely for free and get to enjoy all of this amazingness. So this pool, it says it's 86 to 97 degrees, so it's really more of like almost a hot tub vibe. Ooh, shoot, this is nice. These chairs bubble. Oh my God, you guys, this is glorious. It's like a little water massage, and then you have the city views. There's a pool right here. It's called the music pool. And when you put your head underwater, you hear music. Lucas, guess what? I did my hair today, so you're gonna go underwater, not me. You're gonna go underwater with your sunglasses on?
Yeah. So are sunglasses waterproof? Pretty awesome. I gotta finish this song.
What is it? What's the music?
It's like a symphony thing.
There's one other experience that Lucas is gonna try for me, and it is the relaxing lounge chairs that have bubbles going all around the side. Oh my God! Oh my Lord.
See some people like reading behind me, and I'm like, how are you reading with this? This feels like a water slide the whole time.
Oh my God, okay, that's enough.
Now we are going to try out all the indoor activities here. There's like an entire downstairs area with saunas, steam rooms, and then there's an entire upper floor with all these different relaxation rooms. Steamy. Okay. Immerse your feet in cold water, but insert the metal tube in the hole. Oh. This is a table shower. Lay down on it. Okay, ready? Okay, so that's pretty much it. You just relax there.
It's difficult because water is splashing onto my face, so I'm like, can I breathe or can I not?
It's just about relaxation, and you don't need to breathe when you're so relaxed. Sorry. People are trying to relax. I should not be screaming like that. It's good. The move is definitely taking a washcloth and putting it on your head. Oh my God. And the view, there can't be a more beautiful sauna anywhere on the planet. I'm sorry, this is it. I love that QC Spa has a bistro and a cafe. We went all in here, you know. Can't go to a spa without getting a nice Aperol spritz. After all, QC Spa is an Italian spa company, so I felt like they know what they're doing here, and this is delicious. I'm just going to enjoy the rest of my time here, and this is like the best free thing ever for your birthday. So please don't miss this. Mark your calendars and say, Hey, remember, QC Spa offers free birthday passes for the whole month of your birthday because you do not want to miss this. The New York Public Library has several locations all throughout New York City. You may be thinking of the most famous one, the one that is near Bryant Park, but I was doing some research and they offer free classes of all different types. So we're here at one of their satellite locations. This is the Chatham Square Library, and this is in Chinatown, and they offer free calligraphy classes. So we are gonna learn some Chinese calligraphy today, and I am forcing Lucas to learn it because he speaks Chinese, but he can't read it or write it. So let's change that today. Come on. Okay, yeah, it's a whole body situation. Okay. Is that a letter?
No, you look at this book.
It's basics, so
It's just parts of it? It's not actually a letter?
you put 2 lines and you make something.
Oh, okay.
Like
So
Legos.
it's like the letter K, but only if one of the lines was there.
Yeah, I
Okay.
think so, yeah.
Okay, do I start with this corner and then I go that way? So like this.
Yeah.
My hand's like shaking. What are your thoughts? How's this? Is
It's going.
it's not,
Go all the way.
it's not good? So what do you think?
No. Don't jump, just one by slow. Not learn this one.
That doesn't look good to you.
Do this.
No, look at your hand positioning is totally wrong. Totally wrong. You need assistance. Where is this man? Oh, he's like, let me sit down for this. That's what. Wrong position.
From left to right, left to right. So,
Left to right.
No, he said no. That's you're a mess. That's fire.
Yeah.
That looks like a fire. I'm not gonna lie, right there.
Better. All right. Ooh, that's fire. That's fire, literally, metaphorically.
Wow, it's beautiful. That's your name? Oh, it's so cute. Sarah in Chinese. It's a big debate. The whole room is working together on figuring out how to write my name in Chinese. This is so pretty. Yeah, he's a pro. Wow, I love it. Thank you. Oh, wow, look at that. That's my name in Chinese.
Bryant Park has some of the best collection of things that are free in New York. From free Broadway shows in the summer, to free movie nights, to free juggling. We actually did a free juggling class in the last video. There's so much more than that though to do for free here. They have free fencing, they have free yoga classes. And today I wanted to try their free ping pong and some of the other games that they have here. Hey, the way this works is you put your name on the sign-up sheet right here, and hopefully it's not a long wait. Then you get the table for 10 minutes, and they said I am up in 2 minutes. So in 2 minutes, Lucas, you're gonna lose. Important information is here, okay? It is free, obviously. That's why I'm featuring it in this video. It is only open April through October from 11 to 7, weather permitting. That's really all you need to know. Just want to say for the record, if it looks like he wins in the end, it's because he edited this. Oh, wow. What the heck? What kind of serve was that? Okay, so maybe I'm not the best ping pong player, okay? So, whatever. Now let's try a different game because there's like so many free games here. It's amazing. They have like a mini golf type thing. They have chess. They have board games over here. They have a coloring station with the New York Public Library. Free public tours of Bryant Park every Wednesday from 10 to 11. So then you'll learn more about the park.
Did you miss it?
Yeah, sorry. They have free chess right here, but I don't know how to play chess.
Are you serious?
Yes, that's like a hard skill. Do you know how to play chess?
I like learning
Connect 4.
It is way harder than Connect 4. Connect 4 is like a children's game. Oh look, Lucas, they have Mahjong.
I actually don't know how to play that.
Oh, interesting.
Wait, do you simply?
Yes, I know how to play Mahjong. Who doesn't? I'm kidding. I know.
Because you can't pronounce it right, my job.
How do you say it?
Give me a sec.
But you know how to play chess, so okay. Listen up, folks, we're playing petanque. I probably said that wrong. You gotta stand in the red circle, and then they give you a yellow ball, and you throw that 6 to 9 meters. Okay, so there's the ball, and apparently I have to get these as close to the yellow ball as I can. They're all doing it like this. Is this like a thing? Like, should I also do this? No concept of how far or not far this ball will go. It's like very heavy. God. Oh, damn it. That one was worse. This is like kind of difficult. Okay. Oh, jeez. Okay. Thank you for watching, you guys. I appreciate it. Welcome to New York.
You pay those people?
Yeah, actually. If you want a $1, just say, hey, Sarah, I watch your channel when I'm filming.
We are going to explore a little bit of Governor's Island. I'm gonna show you the best way to do it and how you can do it for free. You gotta do it on a city bike. It's the only way to do it. Normally they are $5 per half hour. However, there is a way you can do it for free.
Is it just forcibly kick it off the stand?
Yes, that's it. You steal it. No, you use my promo code through Lyft. So if you have a Lyft account, Lyft and City Bike have a partnership. And so if you use my promo code, then you will get $5 off of your first ride. AKA, you'll get your first ride for free. All you gotta do is download the City Bike app, or if you already have Lyft, you can actually enter the promo code right into your Lyft app and you can open the bike. Oh, sorry. As you bike around Governor's Island, there's a bunch of cool sights to see. This is one of them. This is Castle Williams. You can actually go in here for free. This actually used to be a fort. It was built right after the Revolutionary War because we were still like traumatized by the British. So we built this as a safe haven to protect against future British attack, although it was never used for that. So you can go in there and see it. Governor's Island actually ended up turning into a naval base, and fun fact, QC Spa was where all of the Navy was housed for a really long time. So a lot of military history on this island. And with that, let's keep going. One of the major draws of Governor's Island is the fact that you can see the Statue of Liberty very, very close. It is literally right there. One of the best views from land that you'll get anywhere in New York. Now, there is one other way to get even closer to the Statue of Liberty for free, and that is by taking the Staten Island Ferry. That is a free ride. It goes back and forth to Staten Island about every 30 minutes. The trip is 30 minutes long, and you'll go right past the Statue of Liberty. Right on this side, this is called Collective Retreats, and these are glamping sites.
Glamping!
Glamping is glamorous camping. So essentially that means that you have a real bed, you have electricity, you have a real bathroom. Here they also do like gourmet meals, they have campfires, like very farm to table quality vibes.
Doesn't that defeat the purpose?
Yes, it does, but listen, we're in New York and people are fancy. All right, we just docked our bikes and now we're going to take the ferry over to Brooklyn to show you another amazing free thing you can do that you probably had no idea. This is probably one of the best ways to see the city by water for almost no money. It costs $4 per person and you can ride it all around the city, all along the island of Manhattan. Gorgeous views. I highly recommend taking it at sunset. It's only $4. If you're on a budget, this is a great option. If you're not on a budget, then check out Classic Harbor Line. It's much more luxurious.
Isn't there also alcohol in this?
There is alcohol on this, so it's kind of like a booze cruise almost. You can't miss Brooklyn Bridge Park. A lot of people don't even think to visit here, but this is arguably as special, well, I don't know, as Central Park. It's pretty close up there because there's a lot of very unique things going on here that are just one of a kind. Let me give you a brief overview of some of the free things you can do that we will not be showing. They include kayaking. Yes, you can do free kayaking. All different types of sports for free here. Volleyball, basketball, soccer,
You can even do roller skating for free here. If you want to do any of the things I mentioned, check their website because there are select days. For example, they have fishing lessons here, which I really wanted to show, but they only do that fishing class 4 times a year for free, but you actually get to fish right out of the waters. And they say that you can eat the fish, although, Pier 4, it's all the way over there, and that's where you do the free kayaking. So remember, if you want to do free kayaking, check their website online because it is only from June to September and it's mainly on weekends. Pier 4 also has a beach. You may be thinking, oh wow, is it a beautiful beach? Is it amazing? False. Come look at this beach with me. And the most alarming part about this beach is one time I saw someone letting their child swim in the water. And I didn't know what to do because it's like, do you interfere in that moment or you just kind of let it be?
Child has superpowers now.
So this is Pier 4's beach. It's covered in garbage. And my guess, last time I was here, it was not covered in all this garbage. So we had a really heavy rain recently, the entire week it rained. So my theory is all this garbage came then because I've never seen it this dirty before. Pier 3 has a labyrinth. It's like a shrub labyrinth, like in Alice in Wonderland or in Bridgerton, isn't that it? Or Harry Potter. Hello? Hello? Wait, go over there. Can you hear me? Oh, I hear you through this. This is a good place to meet and have secret conversations. People would have no idea. A mirror maze. Oh. Right here. Okay. Pier 2 is the spot to come if you want to do sports because look at all these sports they got and all of them are $0. Now, today we're going to be trying pickleball. Oh my God, look, wait, this is cool. You can actually rent soccer balls too and basketballs. All right, I just filled out the form online and this popped open.
Yeah, it's in the front pocket.
This is so cool. I love how this is all automated. Look at this, you're so bad. You're so bad. He's so bad. That was pretty good. No, that doesn't count. Pier 1, you have the salt marshes. They wanted to recreate the original landscape of this pier, and so that's why they put this here, because back before New York City was so developed, it actually looked like this. And you get that scent of a marsh. It actually, if you just smell, you feel like you're not in New York City here. You feel like you're literally in the wilderness, which is really cool. Nothing, don't worry about it. Don't worry, I'm just in my natural habitat here. And this is where they do the amazing movie nights at Pier 1. They set up a big projector screen here and play iconic movies. You can see the list on their website, all free. Although I do recommend you get here early if you're gonna do it because it fills up quickly. I always love to go with my friends, bring, some food, some drinks. The furthest most visitors will come out of Manhattan normally is to Brooklyn. And when you're talking about Brooklyn, there's really only 2 places most visitors go. One is Dumbo, Brooklyn, which is absolutely beautiful, and the other one is Williamsburg. But a spot that locals love is this one. This is Greenpoint, Brooklyn, and it is filled with amazing finds. I really consider this kind of almost like an undiscovered gem because of how many great vintage shops, restaurants, bars. There's really good shopping. I'm gonna show you a little bit around this area just to give you a general idea of it. We're here at Transmitter Park. There used to be a radio station right here. Today there is not. Right now it's definitely in a transition stage. That's because this is January, but normally there's tons of flowers here. And also, spin around this way, really cool artwork. Greenpoint is kind of what Dumbo was in the 70s and the 80s, where you have a lot of artists that move here because it's not that expensive to live here right now. One of the inconvenient things about Greenpoint is there isn't really convenient trains to get around. So those that do live here kind of have to sacrifice that element. But with that said, you get the beautiful views of the Manhattan skyline here as well at a fraction of the cost that you would pay even in
in Long Island City. So it's much cheaper to live here. You get more space and you have all of the benefits of great restaurants, bars, and all of that. This is the pier at Transmitter Park, and look at that view of the city. You can actually catch the ferry right from here and get around the entire city that way. It's very convenient in that regard. Train-wise, not so much, but look at how beautiful this is. I mean, wow, it's a gorgeous place. We even have a drive-in movie theater here. It's right there in that empty lot, and it's called Skyline Drive, and you get the views of the city plus watching the most recent movies. It's really cool. I wish I could show you this next one in person, but it is only open during the summer, and that is because it involves swimming. It's called the McCarren Pool, and I discovered it this past summer, and I was like, why hasn't anyone told me this? It's like all locals there. It's a public pool. I know some of you may be against public pools because they're gross and dirty and whatever. I'm telling you, this is not that. This is the cleanest public pool I've ever seen. It was wonderful, completely free. Here's some tips for you when you visit. You cannot bring food or drink. It has to stay in your locker. You can't even bring anything on the pool deck. That's how clean it is. There's like very strict rules on that. And then you have to bring your own lock or you have to buy a lock. Essentially, that's it. Other than that, very clean pool. It's enormous. It's in Williamsburg, Brooklyn, and it's a spot all the locals know to go, and it's completely free. Long Island City. This is such a gem. It's also where I live. But this is a spot that like a lot of New Yorkers we don't really promote it too much to tourists because it's kind of like our special place. It is so close to Manhattan, yet way cheaper with amazing views. You don't get these views in Manhattan because you're in Manhattan. That's the great thing about Long Island City. Right on the coast of Queens, looking at the city. You got great restaurants, amazing bars, great entertainment. It's like a miniature version of Manhattan in itself. So most people that live in Long Island City on weekends, we just stay here. And that's why sometimes I'll give tourists a little hack and I'll be like, look, you want to spend like a third of the price on hotels, but still be only 10 minutes from Central Park? Stay in Long Island City, that's the thing. And you should check this out when you're visiting because it's awesome and it's beautiful. Come along. First spot I want to talk about is here. This is Gantry State Park, and this is directly along the coast of the city. You have playgrounds, you have ample space for sitting, dining. Sometimes I have picnics here, and the picnics, you have the view of the city, which is so nice. It's super kid friendly. There's a volleyball court. There's like waterside dining tables. Another cool feature of this park is it used to be where the original Pepsi-Cola factory was, and that's why you have that Pepsi-Cola sign right here. So there's a lot of history in the area, and they really remade it beautifully. So take a stroll along this, enjoy the view, don't miss Gantry State Park.
And there's restrooms.
There are restrooms and they're clean, which is so rare. By far my favorite thing to do here in Long Island City that tourists don't know about and locals don't tell them about is this. It's Culture Lab, and this is amazing. Essentially, it is all free, an artist gallery and live music. They are open all year long except for the month of January. You can go inside. They have a beautiful artwork on the walls. It changes monthly, and they also have a bar inside. They have free everything. So they have a theater in there where they do different types of performances. I've seen everything from live music to interpretive dance to like motorcycle festivals. Literally, they've had it all. And then right over here, they have a stage. And from April to the end of October, they have live music Friday to Sunday, and it's always different, which is really fun. I would recommend following Culture Lab on Instagram. That's when they make all their announcements. Everything's free, and it's just such a good time, such good vibes. A lot of the time they'll have like different food festivals here, kids things. It's just like such a great way to see all different types of things in New York for free. And look at the view again. That's the great thing about LIC.
Ice skating in the city is a one-of-a-kind experience, and there are a few different places you should go. The most iconic, the classic, the famous is this one. This is the rink at Rockefeller Center, and as you can see behind me, you have the beautiful Rockefeller Center Christmas tree.
Oh man, oh Jesus. Woo! Look at that spin, you see that? Olympics, here I come. Oh my, sorry, okay.
This is gonna be up until around the first week in January, and then it comes down. However, the ice rink is open year-round. There are a few other ice rinks that I recommend, though, besides this one. The Woolman Ice Rink in Central Park. That's really classic. I mean, it's like you're in a snow globe. Then the other one is Bryant Park. Bryant Park has an ice rink that is actually free if you bring your own skates. It's one of the only ice rinks that are free if you have your own skates. If you don't have your own skates, you do have to rent them. And also, like, you need to bring your own lock, otherwise they charge you. I think it's like $7 for a lock, so it's just like FYI.
There's no crime in New York, it's fine.
This one is the most famous. And did you know that you can actually rent this rink out for proposals? Last time I checked, it was like $1,500 for 10 minutes.
I mean, that's not bad.
Maybe. If you're doing like a Christmas proposal, this would be amazing.
Well, unless she says no, then you're kind of...
Yeah, then it sucks for you.
Can you get like a partial refund at least?
I don't think so. I think it's just your risk, your reward. Explore Central Park in winter. If you think Central Park is beautiful during summer and autumn, then you will be blown away by how beautiful it is once it has a fresh blanket of snow over it. It just feels like you're in a snow globe, and it's so magical. There are 5 things I recommend doing in Central Park. The first one is the Woolman Ice Rink. It's iconic, it's classic, you gotta do it. And you're just immersed in the skyscrapers and the trees, and it's just like, wow, it's so beautiful. The second thing is called Winter Jam. This happens normally in February, and it's just a whole assortment of silly winter activities. They do it once a year, and it's really fun. They have a website with all the details on when it's gonna be this year because the date changes slightly, but it's a good time, and it's also great for kids. Third is a horse-drawn carriage ride. You know, like that song, what's that Christmas song? It's like, on a horse-drawn sleigh. What the heck? You know, Lucas, you know what I'm talking about?
Dashing through the snow in a one-horse open sleigh.
Doing a horse-drawn carriage ride through Central Park in the snow feels like you've been brought back in time to when Central Park was created, because it originally was created for horse-drawn carriage rides. And it's so beautiful. It comes down to, it's beautiful. It's gonna definitely be on the pricier side. Most of the time, those just to get on are like $60. It's worth it though for winter, in my opinion, because that's like such a cute thing to do. Fourth, sledding. There are a lot of good hills in Central Park, especially on the northern side. If you get a nice coating of snow, sledding in Central Park is super, super fun. And fifth, do a guided tour to learn all of the fun, amazing things that are in Central Park, the interesting history, the stories. You really need a tour guide to do that. I have a video where I made a tour. It's like a mini tour of Central Park, so you can definitely watch that. I'll link it below. And if you want even more information, you can do a tour through Funky Experiences. We offer tours in Central Park as well, and you get to see all the different parts of the park. It's a great way to spend the day. Spend the day at one of New York City's many, many world-class museums. What I really love about New York City is if you are a museum lover, then you are going to have a ball here. There are hundreds of museums. And it is great for the winter season because you can stay inside and not be freezing. Some of the ones I recommend are the Met Museum, the Museum of Natural History, Museum of the City of New York, the Museum of Moving Image. There's just tons. And the really cool part is a lot of them are free or pay what you wish. I'll put a link in my video description of all of the free or pay what you wish museums. It's a good time, you guys, and it keeps you out of the cold. Did you know in New York City you can climb the exterior of one of the world's tallest buildings? It's actually the tallest building in the Western Hemisphere that has an outdoor observation deck, and it's called The Edge. We actually did it this summer, and this is what it was like.
City Climb is a unique experience where you can climb a 16-story outdoor staircase located on the exterior of a building. Now don't worry, it is super safe. So safe that you have to take a breathalyzer before you go. Your safety harness gets checked 4 times by multiple people, and you're escorted by 2 professionals who help you get all of the IG moments you need so you can just focus on not fainting. The ultimate challenge is when you lean forward and then lean backwards over the edge. But the view is totally worth it.
New York City is home to the famous, the iconic Radio City Rockettes. And so if you're looking for things that you can only do here, you gotta see the Rockettes. They're kind of like what the city is known for. The Christmas Spectacular starring the Radio City Rockettes kicks off the 2023 holiday season in New York City, and it's one of the best things to do on Christmas. This has been an annual tradition since 1933, and the classic Christmas Spectacular offers tap dancers, a flying Santa Claus, and of course, the world-famous synchronized precision dancing of all the Rockettes. Did you know you can eat at a restaurant older than the United States of America here in New York City? We are here at Francis Tavern. This place was established in 1762 by Samuel Francis. Yes, 1762, that is older than the United States and is still standing today, even though a cannonball went through the roof in 1775 and there was fires and there was Hurricane Sandy. This is the place where the Chamber of Commerce was founded. It's also where the Sons of Liberty came up with the idea of the revolution. This was the headquarters of the government during the Revolutionary War, and you can step back in time here. They have a museum upstairs. George Washington, Thomas Jefferson, Alexander Hamilton, Aaron Burr. Yeah, that's right, the two dueling members. They all dined here and toasted over ideas of the revolution and the potential of the United States of America. We're here, we're gonna order some lunch. They have great food. Let's do it. Here in New York City, you can stand on the smallest privately owned piece of real estate in the world. See this little tiny triangle? There's a very interesting story here. This is also the last bit of spite real estate in New York. Yes, spite, as in angry, pissed off, not having a good time. That's what this is about. In 1910, the city was developing extremely rapidly. You had all of these horse-drawn carriage trails that had been converted into more main streets. So the city of New York thought, why don't we switch to a grid system, which is what we use today. It's much more of the grid style versus the winding streets you see in a lot of European cities. Well, to do that, they had to start somewhere. And at the time, they decided to start here in Greenwich Village. So in order to start the grid system here, they actually had to remove about 300 homes. And one of those homes was owned by a man named David Hess. Well, the city of New York paid everyone to leave, but David Hess didn't want to leave. He said, I lived here forever, you're not kicking me out, work around it. Well, the city took him to court, and the court declared eminent domain on David Hess and forced him to leave. But one of the rules that they made was that any leftover property that the city didn't use would have to be returned to David Hess. They remove all the buildings, and they're left with this. David Hess, here you go, this is the land you get back. Well, they thought like he wouldn't want it, but he was like, no. So what he did was he put a sign up that said, property of the Hess estate, which has never been dedicated for public purpose. New York pizza is iconic, so you gotta come here and get some pizza. Here are the places that you absolutely can get a lovely slice of pizza. Leaker Street Pizza, solid. Prince Street Pizza, you can buy that by the slice, also really solid. Lombardi's, that is known to be the first pizzeria in America. They only sell pizza by the pie there, so if you're gonna go there, you do have to sit down and get a pie or order out. Today, we're gonna check out John's Pizzeria. This spot is the go-to place in Midtown, so if you're seeing a Broadway show, this is where you gotta go. Lucas, I'd love to hear your thoughts. You grew up here in New York. What is your favorite pizzeria here? Unreal. That's all I gotta say, unreal. I've been trying to get this guy to try different foods, just goes right to the Chinese food every time. Our pizza just came here at John's Pizzeria. This spot's really cool because the interior is actually an old church, so it has a beautiful stained glass cathedral ceiling and a stunning drawing of New York City. They're known for their thin slice pizza here. You order a whole pie, they can do all different flavors. I got the margarita, and Lucas forced me against my will to get a Hawaiian pizza. Yell at him, you guys. I'm not going down that road. That's not New York style. But this is, and it's absolutely phenomenal. Let's get a bite of it. So here's a fun pizza fact you may not know. Pizza actually became famous in New York City, not in Italy. Back in the early 1800s, when the Italian immigrants were coming here, they were poor, they didn't have a lot of money, so they brought something called pizza over, which was something only poor people ate in Italy because it required very simple ingredients, bread, sauce, cheese. It was easy. They started making it here in New York, and people from different parts of the world started trying it, and they loved it. And so pizza became very famous here in New York. And then when it got back to Italy after that, that's when it became popular in Italy too. But New York City is where pizza became popular, and that is why the original pizza is here, the real deal. And it's still delicious, my friend, 200 years later. You can get lost in the country's largest art museum. That's the Met, my friends, bringing in a whopping 7 million visitors annually. We are here at the Metropolitan Museum of Art today. This is the most visited museum in New York City, as you can see, based on this very long line to get in. It like almost never ends. And it has a price tag associated with it. It's no longer pay what you wish, unless of course you're a New York resident, which Lucas and I are. Woohoo, good for us. All right, let's go inside.
Look, this museum is huge. And I say, you know, if you're a New York resident, this is well worth the $1 already. So there's like this long line to get into the entrance of the Monet exhibit, but if you just go around the corner, everything is connected and we're in it. And look at this. Oh my God, this is a Van Gogh. This is a Van Gogh. Where did he go? Right here.
Pretty sure they're waiting for like the Thanos of Monet.
That's how you explain it? The Thanos of Monet's. Beautiful. Love it. Famous Monet. No line. Look at this. I love this hallway. Oh, beautiful. This is also where at the Met Gala they do a lot of photo shoots right here. This is by far my favorite part of this museum. This is the Temple of Dender. It was built in 15 BC. And an interesting fact about this area is they keep the climate controlled in this room exactly to what it is like in the Nile, so that the stone and everything is maintained as authentically as possible. And this is also where they have the Met Gala like party. They set up tables all around here. I can't even imagine how amazing that must be.
You can visit the world's largest store. It is Macy's. It is enormous, takes up an entire city block, 11 floors, 1.2 million square feet of retail space. This thing is massive. You can literally get lost inside. I have personally gotten lost inside. There's so much going on in here. They have Starbucks, they have a cafe, they have a studio in here. We actually filmed something in their studio, and it's so beautiful during the holidays. You can see behind me right now, they're like decked out for the holiday season. And this year, all of their windows are very immersive, so you can like put yourself in the windows. A list of things you can only do in New York City would be incomplete without mentioning the Statue of Liberty, of course. This is the only place in the world with the real Statue of Liberty.
They have one in Vegas.
Yeah, that one's fake. We all know that's fake in Vegas. Here we have the real deal, and it's worth visiting. It's a 4-hour trip. When you get there, the first thing you'll see is the museum, and here's where you're going to learn about the history of the Statue of Liberty, why it was given from France. You'll also see the original torch in this museum because it was replaced in 1984, and learn why that was. If you're lucky, you can get tickets to the Crown. I recommend doing that about 6 months in advance. And then once you're done there, you take the ferry right over to Ellis Island and learn about the immigration history in the city. And you could even see if your family members passed through there. I learned that mine did, which was very, very cool. So this is something that you absolutely must do because it's the only place in the world. Famous psychologist Sigmund Freud once said, the only thing that interests me in America is Coney Island. So we are here and we are going to do all the weird but amazing things there are to do here in Coney Island. We're gonna start with the iconic Nathan's right here. Nathan's is where it all started. It's actually like where the hot dog was invented back in the early 1900s, and this is the original one, which is pretty exciting. They do a hot dog contest every year. The record is 76 hot dogs in 10 minutes.
Hey, yo, they eating mad glizzies. Hey, yo. Yo, Joey Chestnut just beat the shit that dude, then stuffed 3 glizzies down his throat. You could never.
We're gonna go inside, see how the hot dogs really are, and we better hurry because the line gets really long here. I wanted to skip it so that we didn't, there's like all these people coming. Look, see? You're welcome. Look, they're coming around. That was like 20 people we skipped. You can get these all throughout New York, and they still use their original recipe that Nathan invented. I think it was about 100 years ago. Don't quote me on that. Okay, I'm putting mustard and ketchup because that's the only way to do this properly. This is never appealing, watching someone eat a hot dog. The moment of truth is here. Let's see if this is worth the $5 that I paid. Almost $6, really, if you round up. Tastes like a hot dog. I personally feel like it's overpriced, but it's good. It tastes like a hot dog. It's good. I mean, it's not like blowing me away, but it's also not disappointing me. My opinion.
Get in through here and go to the park.
I'm gonna get arrested. We're here at Luna Park, and the important thing to note about Coney Island is that there are actually 2 amusement parks right next to each other. So if you want to do the famous Wonder Wheel, that is part of Dino's Wonder Wheel amusement park. It is completely separate from Luna's. So keep that in mind. Essentially, you could buy an unlimited pass, which is very expensive. It's like $75 for 4 hours, or you can just buy tokens. So each ride has different tokens. So it's like the Wonder Wheel, for example, or you know, one of these could be like 10 tokens, $10 to ride. So do the math and decide like how much are you really gonna do here before loading your card up with tokens. The strategy is you're gonna like walk around, see what you wanna do, count how many tokens you would need to do those things, and then buy your pass. And that's it. And they won't let us inside to film. So have fun. It's $20 for Lucas and I to ride the Ferris wheel. One time. Thank you. Oh, but you get these cool cards.
Oh, wow.
That's fun. So you can add more money onto this and then play games. So it's called Dino's Wonder Wheel. Well, Dino was a Greek immigrant who was a hot dog vendor here in the 40s. And in 1948, he met his wife and he said, if you marry me, I'll buy you this Wonder Wheel. Well, he kept his promise, but it took 40 years until the mid-80s, and he bought it, and then he put his name on it. Wow! I did not see that coming. Oh my God. Okay, this is fun. I like this. $20 is a steep price to ride it, but it's 7 minutes. This camera's all like over the place, Lucas. Lucas, I can do it. Okay, I'm taking control because Lucas is literally, look at his hand. He's like gripping it for dear life. It's happening, it's happening. It's so minor. You know what though? It's just more fun this way. My summary of that is Lucas is afraid of Ferris wheels. I feel like $20 is a lot for that, but it's like definitely the classic Coney Island experience, so you gotta do it. You just gotta do it. It is hot, so I've changed into my bathing suit because you know Coney Island also has a beach. I got some ice cream here. This spot is the place you gotta go for sweets, called Williams Candy. Been around since 1941. It's a family-owned place. I have to say, by far, the candy apples are outstanding looking. They have all different flavors. The most variety I've really seen anywhere. They also have a cotton candy here. They have soft serve. $5. It's a good price. Let's go to the beach now. Lucas, did you bring your bathing suit?
Yeah.
Are you lying? Those are your sandals? You know what? It's a work in progress. I just love that you can actually go to the beach in New York City. This is New York City. Can you believe that? Now, this isn't, in my opinion, the best beach in the area. If you want a better beach, I recommend Jones Beach, Fire Island as a whole, or even the Hamptons. All of those are technically on Long Island though. This is the best bet you're gonna get if you wanna stay in New York City. I recommend bringing all the beach stuff because they really don't have anything that you can rent, I've noticed. There are lifeguards. That's what they got here, lifeguards. And so you gotta bring your own umbrella, chairs, everything. Technically, it's not allowed to drink on the beach, but literally everyone does it. You just have to kind of hide it. A lot of people just go to bars and bring it here. It's very chill. It's very kid-friendly, shockingly, as well. Ah! Dude, this is freezing. Holy shit. Oh my God, dude, that is freezing. I feel like that's like 50 degrees. Ah, fun fact, did you know you can surf here though? Oh my God, this is so cold. This is comfortable to you? There are some people actually swimming here.
Fun fact, when I came here in high school, I think I swallowed a gulp of this water.
I think you have a disease now. This is.
You're not even getting any on you.
I get burned so easily. Don't forget your sunscreen here. Big mistake. You know why? There's zero shade in Coney Island. Look around, look around. Do you see any shade? Do you see any shade? Yeah, it doesn't exist. Lucas, what are you doing?
I'm trying to hide from the sun and the shade.
Yes, exactly. This is my point. I love the boardwalk here in Coney Island because it's an amazing place for people watching. Honestly, it's where I spend most of my time when I'm here. You can look at all the different vendors, which a lot of them are ice cream, they have bars, they have like different types of fast food mainly. And then on this side is the beach, which is also a solid move. I kind of do like a little bit of everything when I'm here. The boardwalk is also where they do the Mermaid Parade every June, which is an amazing thing to see if you're here around that time. But this boardwalk has been like I would say the bloodline of the Coney Island area since it first opened in the 1900s.
Who's the president, man? Who's the president?
Byron.
Who's the president?
Byron.
We live back in Coney Island with this. There we go. There we go.
Fun fact, and this is 100% true, they used to have this display of premature babies here in the 1920s. Parents would bring their kids here, and there was this guy that helped premature babies, and his only agreement was like, I'll help your baby, but you have to let it be like a circus attraction. So people would pay like $0.25 to go in and see all these premature babies. I swear to God, look it up. This is accurate, and that happened here on the boardwalk over 100 years ago. But I think it's time for us to try some of the famous pizza. So let's head there now. I'm not very happy right now because we just walked several blocks to get to Tono's, which I've been before and it's excellent. So I wanted to show you all how delicious this pizza is, but I'm gonna admit, the last 2 times I've come here, online it says they're open and then they're not open. And also John from Here Be Bar confirmed this same thing happened to him while he was trying to shoot a video here. So my advice to you all is if you want pizza, this is a spot to come. But first, call them. I'm actually really excited that we couldn't go to the pizza shop because Doña Zita's is excelente. Mexican food, authentic. They have elote loco in various different flavors, spicy, sweet. They got tacos birria, they got tortas. We're gonna get some delicious Mexican food. And this spot's cash only. I got the burritos de birria. Birria is like a slow cooked beef that is super tender and delicious. That's my go-to when tacos, burritos. If you can get the birria, like the best food in Coney Island right here. If you want like a real meal, you gotta come here, Doña Vita. And then afterwards, that's when I wanna get some funnel cakes, some fried Oreos, some ice cream. That's the stuff you get on the boardwalk. But for this one, delicious. Really, really yummy. Welcome to Ruby's. Great spot right on the boardwalk, beachfront views. This is an amazing spot if you're here for the Mermaid Parade. Very, very popular. Luckily, we're here on a Thursday. There's not many people inside. Let's go get a drink. I do their pina coladas. Very basic, but I feel like Coney Island is just about like frozen drinks just feel so right. Solid. I just love this spot. That's all I gotta say. I wanted to do a quick rundown on how to get here because this is something people mess up all the time. It can be very, very confusing getting to Coney Island. So listen up. Look what I have for you guys. It's a map. Yes. Have you seen these? They're ancient pieces of history. There are 4 trains that go here, the D, F, N, and Q train. You're going to take it to the last stop. That is Coney Island Stillwell Avenue. You see that right there? I circled it for you on the map, so it's extra clear. Also says it right there, that's the station. So if you're coming from Midtown Manhattan, which is this area right below Central Park, you can take, see the orange line? We don't say that in New York, we don't say orange line, but just for simplicity purposes, you can take the D or the F, you're gonna take it all the way down here. Now sometimes you may be on the F train and it will say the last station is Kings Highway. If that happens, get off the train and get on the one right behind it. It will go here to Coney Island Stillwell Avenue. Same thing with the N and the Q train. You got the yellow line. We don't call it yellow line here though, it's an important detail. The N or the Q train, you just follow it all the way to the end to Coney Island, Stillwell Avenue. If you're overwhelmed by taking the subway, I get it. It can be confusing. If you're not used to it, it might be tricky. An easy way to get here is using car service like Lyft, Uber, Revel. I actually have promo codes for Revel and Lyft right here. You can save $20 on your first ride in either of those. So that might be a better option. Or if you have your own car, parking here is actually relatively cheap. It's like $20. That's very important information that you need to know. Not messing around over here. Wait, the wind's blowing in the wrong direction.
So that's Coney Island for you, everything you need to know about visiting. It's a spot that is definitely a summer spot, let's just say that. And here's my biggest thing. Like, the main attractions here are the beach and the amusement park. So if you're not a beach person, if you're not an amusement park person, you may not like Coney Island. So just keep that in mind. But if you love the beach, definitely check it out. You know what, we've had a lot of fun experiences today. Many of them are quite memorable. I'm gonna kill myself. As much as most New Yorkers do not like Times Square is iconic. I hate to say it, and so visitors should go there. However, there are definitely things that you need to avoid. Times Square has a lot of scams. I have an entire video on these scams, definitely avoid them. But in addition to the very obvious scams, costume characters, monks, and things like that, there are things that don't seem like scams that just are kind of a waste of time. And one of those is this lovely thing. This is a hop-on, hop-off bus tour, and a lot of visitors, it's gone. So these hop-on, hop-off tours are marketed as a great way to see the city. But the reality is that when you're on a bus in New York City, you're not really going anywhere. You're gonna be stuck in a lot of traffic. Also, if you happen to not be in traffic, then it's going to be going very, very fast, and you're going to see the sights for 2 seconds and learn almost no information about it. It's very expensive for what it is, and if you look at the reviews online of these hop-on, hop-off tours, people are pissed. It's like, the reviews are horrendous because most of the time they can't use them. Hop on, hop off from $29. You see that? You see how it says it starts at $29. When you get into the details, nothing you can buy is $29 here, nothing. So it's gonna cost you around $79 to do this bus tour. They will upsell you. It's going to be very difficult to actually see all of this in a day. It's gonna be not a good experience. So, don't do that. You know, this used to hold the drinking water for the city. It looks like you can see the bottom. I don't think it's that deep.
Is it illegal to swim in?
Yes, it is. Although you can go fishing here, which is pretty cool. Seeing the city from the water is an absolute must-do, and it's something that I do recommend. However, when you start researching, you know, this is you researching, all the different...
Nobody has their...
But when you start researching which company to go with, the first thing that you are going to see over and over and over and over is this company called Circle Line Cruises. Circle Line Cruises offers a 2.5-hour sightseeing cruise for $71 in order to get a seat. You can pay the reduced price of $45, but then you're not guaranteed a seat. However, the reality is these cruises are not nice at all. It's kind of like a glorified ferry, and they just put so much ad spend behind getting people to book their cruises that it's the only company you'll really see. Now, on the other side of things, what I would recommend you do is something called Classic Harbor Line Cruises. If you've watched my videos, then you know that I love them. I talk about them all the time, and the reason is because they are amazing. So Classic Harbor Line offers a 1.5-hour cruise that is $64 on their luxury 1920 style yachts. You're guaranteed a seat. It's absolutely beautiful. Or you could do their $78 cruise, which is 1.5 hours, and it's their champagne sightseeing cruise, so you get an alcoholic beverage with that, and also your beautiful cruise. It's a much better experience and nearly the same price as Circle Line Cruises, except it's luxurious, you get a seat, and it's just better. It's just better all around. You even get closer to the Statue of Liberty. Listen, I wouldn't recommend something I don't love, and I'll tell you what, I have booked them twice privately for my 30th birthday and Bella's baby showers.
And
you're gonna like it.
Birthday.
Okay, I'm not 40 yet. I would consider booking them for my 40th birthday. I love them, like, they're the best. Oh, boo! It's me and Taylor Swift. Today we're here at Mount Tussauds. I have had nothing but terrible things to say about this place. But at the same time, I haven't been here since 2007. So we're gonna try it again. We're gonna see how it goes. This is just like such a classic tourist spot, like no locals go here. It's so realistic. It's so crazy. Is this real hair? Like, what if I have a good time here? Then everything I said in past videos like means nothing. Jimi Hendrix or Steve Hawkins? Steve Hawkins? We suck at this. I thought that guy was a wax figurine. I'm not gonna lie, she looks cross-eyed here. Maybe it's just me. No, she definitely looks cross-eyed. Oh, Miley Cyrus is shorter than I expected.
Look at her eyes. She has gorgeous eyes. Do they really look like that?
That's the thumbnail.
It's just so. Oh my God, it's Rihanna. Wait, her tattoo is backward, so when she looks in the mirror, she can read it. This dress is hideous too. What is this? Feels like a turkey meat. Dude, all of them are so small.
Short.
What the hell?
They don't make the nipples on here. Nope, they don't. Hey, ha! Got that? See that? Watch out. Oh my God, look at Arnold Schwarzenegger. He's big. Abs. Why are the lights flickering? Are we going in? Holy shit, are we going into a horror section right now? Because I am not. This is literally. Do we have to do this? I swear to God, if anything jumps out at us, you thought they would jump out, right? It's a wax figure. Okay. It's just a doll's room. We're fine. Oh my. Bro, my question is, why do we have to go through this part?
Want to sit under her?
No, I do not want to sit under her. Thank you so much. No, I'm good. I'm going to pass on this opportunity. I did. She's right there. Stop. Stop. I don't want to. I hate this. Oh my God. Let's get out of here. This is horrible. I hate this. This is not fun for me. What the hell is this? Every room is a new nightmare. I hate this. Nothing pops out, right?
I don't know.
Okay, just go in the next room. Is this over yet? Oh, Jesus. It is there. Okay, that's enough. Yeah! I couldn't get it out. Okay. This is how tall this guy is? What's under here?
What the hell?
See that? They even put underwear on him. The main focus I have of this guy is his underarm hair. Oh, Megan Thee Stallion, right? Yo, her butt is huge. Huge. This is what we're doing here? This is what she's gonna be known for? Grabbing her thong? All right, we just finished Madame Tussauds. I feel like it lasted 5 years. There's so many people to see there. You see all of your favorite celebrities, athletes, and there's so many like interactive elements to it. The horror section was absolutely horrifying, as you may expect. Yeah, I hated it. Not a fan of that. Not a fan of that. But I just loved how immersive it was. I think it's really fun, shockingly. Is it touristy? Yes, of course it's touristy. But it's actually kind of a cool experience overall. If you're in New York for a week, I personally wouldn't like put it at the top of your list, but like if it's a rainy day, you're looking for something fun to do, it's a good time. Do you agree, Lucas?
Yeah, fun.
Let's go to our next location. All right, we are here at Summit and I dressed totally inappropriately for this because everything is mirrors on the floor and I'm wearing a skirt. Bad. Relax, keep it up here, buddy. We're gonna figure out if this is actually worth all the money you have to pay. This spot is $42 for the adult ticket. That's the starting price. Anything else you have to add on, it gets more expensive. Because I haven't been here in a few years now. We're gonna see if it's actually worth it because initially I thought it was worth it and then I went again and I thought it wasn't worth it. So this is the third time's the charm. We're gonna finally decide what's the deal with Summit. Oh, this is the part of Summit that reminds me of Drake's music video, Hotline Bling. Oh wow, what a view of clouds. To me, this is the max it should be all the time, but I highly doubt that's the case like when there's a good view, but who knows. The ballroom here has been seen on Instagram so many times. When I first came here, before they opened, it was a magical experience. Balls flying everywhere, and then I came back as a normal person coming in, as you know, just with everyone else here, and all the balls were popped. Wow. Oh, you guys, they fixed it. That's a relief. Wow, wow, wow. Isn't this cool? So cool. Sorry. It still has like a lot of people in here, but I think it's manageable today. Here, let me hide in the balls. Ready? Ah! Wow! Oh, shit. Ooh! Oh, stop! Let me try to hit the camera with love. I love this room. This is the best room in Summit. I feel like the ticket price is worth it just for this room. Jesus. Oh, so this is where your face is booked. How does your face appear?
Let me see your wristband.
Oh, okay. Oh, there it is. It looks like that rock, that like, what's it called? The President Rock? Yes, that's it. I've been here a few different times, and my conclusion is, this is a big moment. Is it worth it? I feel like it is worth it. It is worth it. In the past, when it was overly crowded, all the balls were popped, there was no organization, it was not worth it. But I think that they have made changes at Summit, that now it's a better experience for everyone. It's cool because you get a little bit of every observation deck in one. My advice to you would be, make sure if you want to come here, buy your tickets in advance and do any of the add-ons on the website, because then you save money in the long run and you still get the full experience. And don't miss the ballroom. The ballroom alone is worth the ticket price. That is just the most fun part.
We are here at the Intrepid. This is a museum and an aircraft carrier from 1943. This was used in World War II, the Cold War, and the Vietnam War. There's also a submarine element right over here. So with your ticket, you get access to all of those things. And we found out if you're a New York City resident, it is buy one, get one. So essentially it's 50% off tickets. It smells like dust, like the most intense dust smell I have ever experienced.
It's like a tire, kind of.
Yeah, like a tire or something. I have a feeling I'm not gonna like this because I'm not into this stuff. So what do we do? Where do we start? What do we do here? They're just like, look at things, I guess? I am so bored already.
We haven't even seen the actual stuff yet.
They do a movie night here in the summer. They do movie nights on the top of the Intrepid. Can you imagine how cool it is when they play Top Gun? And I think they do that every year. That would be cool. I would do that.
Yeah, and then they're like, hurry, hurry, hurry. And then they like go down it like this.
They do that?
That's if they're like racing. They're like, hurry, we're sinking.
Okay, now this is where you really feel like you're in the movie Top Gun right here. This is cool. It's like an interesting experience to be on an aircraft carrier right next to New York City with the skylines. This one can go 2,269 miles an hour, which is 3 times the speed of sound. Play the clip. Highway to the... Houston is go for takeoff. I like the space section. I'm into the, whoa. Wow, that's cool. So the reason why the Enterprise was so special is because it was the first space shuttle orbiter that could go back and forth between space and Earth. Before that, it was always like a one-shot deal. You can see the little pod all the way over there. That was what was used before, and you could only fit about 3 people in that. And then once it was sent out, it was essentially like done. It was like a disposable camera versus buying an actual camera. I'm here at Washington Street in Dumbo, Brooklyn. This is one of the most popular Instagram locations in the entire city. It's always beautiful. There's no one ever in the shot. But is that the reality? Well, take a look. What's behind me right now isn't even that bad compared to what was it earlier. You also have traffic constantly coming here, so you have to constantly move from cars. It's extremely chaotic taking a picture here. And I feel fortunate with just having these people here today, because this is probably like the least amount of people I've seen.
12 seconds later.
This is absolute hell right now. You see this? this is what it's like all the time. It's never like empty, never. If you want to get this shot empty, you got to come here right when the sun rises. This spot, you've seen this one on Instagram, and a lot of the time there's no one here. Today we are lucky because the beach is completely empty, although it's very hit or miss. So I feel like this is definitely lives up to its expectations most of the time. It's just breathtaking, the views here. It's the best in the city, in my opinion. Open your eyes. Wow, views. It's incredible. This is like the best view, in my opinion, in the city. You have the Brooklyn Bridge, you have the skyline. Have you ever seen the Brooklyn Bridge?
In a picture.
In a picture. What do you think seeing it in real life?
Amazing, incredible, really incredible.
That's the one thing that isn't great. It's like this ambient train noise that's very loud. And they of course have this construction going on right now. I don't know what this is, but it's been here all year. So you've seen the pictures of the Brooklyn Bridge. It's always beautiful. Well, here's the reality of it. You can't get a single shot without 1,000 people being in your photo or your video. It's a crowded mess, unless of course you go at the crack of dawn or at night maybe. Even at night I think it might not be ideal.
Or winter.
Oh, winter? Yeah, but still it's crowded. Okay, so Evelyn, you're here at the Brooklyn Bridge. It's your first time. And what are your thoughts?
It is really huge, like the movie is really, I love it.
You're not bothered by the crowds? Not at all, huh? That's interesting. See, I didn't expect you to say that.
I love 10 to 10.
10 out of 10. Oh, all right. This is why I brought her in this video. See, to me, I'm like, it's way too crowded. It's not worth it. You know, if you've never been here, it is worth it. You want photos? Okay, good. All right, let's get them. Now or never. There's only 15 people in the shot. Hurry. This is how you do it. This is the action moment. You see, you have to wait for breaks in the crowd. And now we have a somewhat of a break. It's really a waiting game. How'd you do that?
Use with patience.
Patience is key with this.
Yeah. I have come here like at any moment of the day.
Yeah.
And even at its crowdest.
Yeah.
With only like 10 minutes of patience, you can have like a really nice time and really nice pictures.
Is it possible to spend one day in the world's most expensive city for only $20?
New York is officially the most expensive city in the world. So in this video, I wanted to see if it's possible to have a good time with only $20 by including food, activities, and even drinks within this budget. Let's head to our first spot.
So we just got here to Roosevelt Island, and we're going to take the Roosevelt Island tram over the East River to Manhattan. It's a beautiful way to see the city. I've never done it. It only costs $2.75. Should I tell you some fun facts about Roosevelt Island? Okay, I'm gonna do it. All right, Roosevelt Island used to be an asylum. It was called Welfare Island in the early 1900s because this is literally where they had a hospital for those that had smallpox, I believe it was. So this is a place that people did not want to live at all. And today it's actually all luxury apartment buildings. It's funny how things change in the city. Boom, that's your history for you today. For more history, join one of my tours. Okay, now actually let's go. All right, so now we're just waiting for the tram. If you already have a physical Metro card, then this ride is $2.75. But if you need to get a physical Metro card, then it's gonna be $3.75. Not gonna lie, it's not a fast way to get around, but it probably, hopefully, is a beautiful way to get around. For only $2.75, or $3.75 compared to my Metro card. I'm fine though. Oh, this is actually really nice. This is beautiful. It kind of reminds me of a gondola. If you've ever been in a gondola for skiing, that's exactly what it's like. You go literally right along the Queensboro Bridge over the East River, and it's just, you can't get views like this anywhere else in the city, even if you were in a helicopter. Because a helicopter, you can't get in between buildings like this. You know what? I bet the best time to do this is sunset. I think that's the move. Sunset, or at night even, is probably amazing. The tram operator says nighttime's the best. He does it all day. We need to know, where do you go to the bathroom? This is important research. Yeah. In the bottle? We're gonna walk to Pizza Park. It's a 7-minute walk.
We're obviously walking it because I'm not trying to spend any more money. So far today, we've spent $2.75. I'm here at Pizza Park. We need lunch, but we can't have an expensive lunch. And pizza is a great option in New York. There's so many amazing pizza places. Honestly, you can't really go wrong with pizza here unless you go to, you know, like a main pizza place like Pizza Hut. Like, what are you doing? Okay, we're gonna do pizza by slice because that's gonna be the cheapest option. We have it. Lunch for $2.99. Looks pretty big. Yeah, it is pretty big. This is definitely enough for me to be satisfied. You know what's free? This. It's free and it adds flavor. I'll take it. What other flavor? Oh, we have this one. Free 99. And because I didn't buy a drink, I saved money and I have my water, which is refillable because tap water in New York is actually really safe to drink. It's actually one of the best tap waters in the world. Oh my God, hot. It's the thin crust, which is the New York style. Crispy, yet a little chewy. You got that nice sauce, a little spice from the toppings I added. For $2.99, that's solid. That's solid right there. So we've had like 2 activities now. We didn't even really go over $6. That pizza was really good actually, especially for $2.99. Now I found a luxury experience for us to do for $0. It's on 61st and Madison, so we're gonna walk there. Let's go. It's the Louis Vuitton exhibit. Yes, a free Louis Vuitton experience. It's weird because nothing's free at Louis Vuitton. Let's be honest, everything is expensive. One time I went in there, I saw a keychain, it was $200. And I'm like, what? So I was shocked when I learned that this is actually completely free and this is in celebration of Louis Vuitton's 200th birthday. Even though this is free, you still need to reserve tickets for it. So you can get it the day of, honestly. Just go on the website, I'll put it right here. All right, hello. And they have free coat check. How great is that? This exhibit has 200 artists that designed trunks like Louis Vuitton. This is the original Louis Vuitton trunk. That's what made Louis Vuitton so famous. Let's go inside and check it out. Okay, ready? Go. Boom, 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 boom. And we're walking, we're stopping, we're turning, and going back in. Every room and every trunk is designed by a completely different artist. They even have artists as young as, I believe they have a 13-year-old that designed a trunk. Lucas, you want this? I know you want this because you always pay for overpriced Supreme.
Was it the LD escalator?
Everyone's always like, oh, New York is so expensive. Well, guess what? It's possible to do it for cheap too, okay? You can have luxury experience. I'm still talking. I'm going on my rant. You can have, oh. So this is like the room. It's like you're inside of the balloon trunk and then you have the actual balloon trunk here. This right here is actually floating. It's actually floating. They use, apparently the artist used 2 like magnets at the end of the exhibit. You can actually design your own Louis Vuitton trunk. We're gonna do it. Take one of these boxes, right? You take one of these and you can design your own Louis Vuitton trunk. You have these workstations here and that is $0. So we have done all these activities and so far we have not even spent $6. You're welcome. Also, I feel like I'm killing it at this challenge again so far. Let's go to our next location though. All right, it's freezing today and we walked up here to 81st Street and 5th Avenue to the Metropolitan Museum of Art, which is one of the most famous museums in the world. It is the largest art museum in the United States. It has 2 million pieces of art spanning 5,000 years.
Fun fact,
Yeah.
Sarah,
Yeah.
I've never been here.
Are you serious?
It's $30 per ticket normally, unless you are a New York State resident or a New York, New Jersey, or Connecticut student. Then it is pay what you wish. In addition to your museum ticket, you'll also get a ticket to the Met Cloisters, which specializes in medieval art and architecture.
How much do you want to pay? Ideally, $0 if possible.
You gotta give me something for the tickets.
Okay, $1.
Okay, you wanna give me cash or put that on a card?
Let's do cash.
Okay.
50 cents per person.
Wait, you can do that?
Yeah, it's just the museum's not free. You gotta give me something for tickets.
Oh, okay, gotcha. Well, that was embarrassing, but guess who got tickets? Me. I got them for $1 because she said you have to pay something, so technically it's not free, but I could have paid 50 cents or even 1 cent. But then she made me feel guilty, so I just paid $1.
I prefer the Met Museum over the Museum of Natural History because it has a lot of similar exhibits as the Natural History Museum with the added benefit of art and fashion.
But the cool thing about the Met, in addition for it being pretty much free, is it's like you get to travel through the world as you explore the massive museum. Here we're in Egypt, and now we're in Rome. A Roman plaza filled with Greek and Roman statues. Absolutely stunning, right? Now you can spend hours in this museum. I don't have hours to spend here today because we are on to our next spot to get a cheap but delicious dinner. Come along. Okay, we are at Maewa Fast Food in Chinatown, and this is a spot where you can get dinner for $7 or less. I couldn't believe it when I heard about it. Even though they say they're fast food, it's actually like, it's just quickly served. It's not like McDonald's fast food, it's higher quality than that. Let's go inside and get some. So this is kind of cool. It comes with free hot tea, so I didn't even need to buy a drink. That's great. I got the chicken leg over rice. So much food for $7. That looks nice. That's nice and juicy. Really good. So, okay, let's do this. It's like it looks like a sour cabbage of some kind. Oh, I love that. This is good for $7. I mean, solid option if you're on a budget. They have all different things that are cheaper than $7, by the way. Everything, the highest price is like $8.25 for a full meal. And you can even get a whole bowl of soup for $2.75. And if you want to add an egg to this, it's only 50 more cents. So we are still under budget, so I'm gonna enjoy this, and then we're going to go to our final location, which is an amazing hack if you wanna go to a rooftop bar. Just got out of that delicious Chinese dinner spot. Now we are headed to a rooftop bar for a happy hour special to get a drink for $5. By the way, we're here in, I forgot to tell you where we are. We are here in Dumbo, Brooklyn, completely different borough. This is the New York way to cross. We just crossed the road despite if it says you can go or not. If you can make it without getting hit by a car, you did it. And guess what? I did it. All right, but now I'm trapped in these bikes. So this whole area used to be old warehouses, and now they've kind of changed it into a upscale boutique eatery called the Time Out Market. It has New York's best eateries all under one roof, and a rooftop bar that has an amazing happy hour from 4 to 7, starting with $5 beers. So we're gonna do that, and we're going to enjoy the Brooklyn Bridge views from their rooftop. Not to mention, like, if you want, you can just take a stroll along the waterfront here. Stunning. Should we do that?
Not right now when it's 10 degrees.
Okay, not now, not now. It's cold. All right, so to get to the rooftop bar, we're gonna go up. I think it's like the 4th floor. It's the only option in the elevator. We're gonna go up there. See the rooftop signs right here. Oh my God, they're having an ugly sweater party. And we got a free party out of this. Like, you're welcome. Look at this. Wow. I mean, my sweater isn't that bad, okay, Lucas? Look at this. Happy hour, Monday to Friday, 4 to 7. You got $9 cocktails, $5 beer, $7 wine. We're gonna go with a $5 beer because that's within the budget today. We got the beer and the view for $5. I mean, really, does it get better than this? This is why I love the Time Out Market. You have so many options. It's great if you're with friends and you're not really sure where you want to eat. Not gonna fit in a $20 budget. Most dishes here are like 15 bucks. But you can come to their happy hour and enjoy epic views of the Brooklyn Bridge here. Then we also have the Manhattan Bridge right over here, the Easter River. So this is perfect if it's warmer weather out. Today, it's literally below freezing temperature, so we're not gonna sit out here. But if you're coming here other times of year, or you're okay sitting out in the cold for a little bit to enjoy a drink, you can perfectly enjoy this gorgeous view. And with that, you guys, it's time to tally up how much we spent today. With this drink, added $5 to the total cost of what we already paid, and you come to $18.74. So I'm actually under budget. It's amazing to me because last time we did this challenge, it was $100 a day, and I actually went over budget for that. So look at this.
Just give me 126 and it'll be perfectly on budget.
Oh, yeah, no problem, Lucas. What are you gonna do with all that money here, 126? Hop the train, exactly. So what did we get for $18.74? Well, we did a tram ride, we did pizza, we did a Louis Vuitton exhibit, the Met Museum, we got dinner at a tasty Chinese restaurant, and we had drinks with an epic Brooklyn Bridge view.
Hey everyone, it is Sarah, your local NYC guide, and I am very excited to be bringing you the new and improved Greenwich Village and West Village guide. The last time I did this guide was in 2019, so it really needs some updating. You know, we had some changes. I have learned a lot more about this area, so this is truly everything you could ever need to know when visiting this location. We're gonna talk about restaurants, bars, sightseeing, entertainment, and much, much more. But before we get to the guide, we gotta go over some facts that you need to know when visiting this area, so let's do that in 30 seconds or less. Ready? Go. It's located on the west side of Manhattan between 14th Street and West Houston Street. You have several subway trains here, the 1, the 2, the A, B, C, D, F, and the M train. The average cost of living here is $48.25. That's for a 1-bedroom. Yikes, right? And wait, what else? Oh, culture, yes. Artsy, wealthy, and a lot of boutique shops. With that, I feel like you got a general vibe, and let's get to the guide. This is great. This is the reality of trying to film a video in New York. All right, great. What is that sound? Let's get back to... In 1961, a gangly 19-year-old came to this nightclub called Cafe Wa. He went to the owner and he said, I just came here from the West. My name's Bob Dylan. Can I play a few songs? Well, we all know who Bob Dylan is today. Cafe Wa has been notorious in bringing some of the most iconic names in music history to the main stage. We have people like Jimi Hendrix that started here. You can actually see him right here on this door. We also have Bruce Springsteen and many others. Today, this is a great spot to enjoy some live music. When the owners bought this location in 1959, it used to be an old horse stable, and he completely converted the area to what it is today. Really, really special place in New York history, and let's hope that it stays around forever. And right around the corner, we have another fantastic spot for entertainment, so come with me next. Conveniently located right next to Cafe Wa, you have another staple of entertainment in New York City. It is Comedy Cellar. This is the #1 comedy venue in New York. I went here before. It was an amazing experience. The cool thing about Comedy Cellar is you are absolutely not allowed to bring a phone in. They literally take it and put it in an envelope before you get inside. And part of the reason is you never know who's going to be performing when you go down there. And a fun fact is normally it is a celebrity. So look right here. You'll see more construction, fun. You'll see all the people that have performed, well, not all of them, there's way more than this, but big names. Dave Attell, Dave Chappelle, Colin Quinn, huge names here. The reason they perform down here is because they want to test new comedy material. And that's why you're not allowed to bring your phone here, because they are literally testing to see which jokes are hitting and which aren't. Tickets around $25 or up, and you must make reservations in advance. Very important. You can do it at comedycellar.com. All right, let's continue. There are so many historic sites here. I can't emphasize that enough. This one though, this one tops them all. Look at this plaque. On this site, in 1897, nothing happened. I love that because the thing is, like, every building in Greenwich Village has such a rich history. We are here at the Strand. This is a New York institution. This spot has been a family-owned business for 95 years, and it's very special. It's more than just your standard bookshop. Originally on 4th Avenue, in the 1920s, there used to be many bookstores. However, the Strand is the only remaining one that exists, and today it houses 18 miles of books, 2.5 million different types of books. It's also a landmark building. Let's go inside and check it out. This spot is an absolute must if you are a book lover like me. On the outside of the Strand, you're going to find all of these book displays that have special deals for books from $1 to $7. It goes all the way along the store, so if you are budget shopping, check out this. You can also sell your used books here. Oh, look at this, Bella Hadid wearing the Strand. It's so iconic, like this place has become a brand name. We are in the New York section, and if you want the ultimate New York book, I recommend this one, New York and Illustrated History. I've read, geez, like probably 50 books on New York, and this is my favorite. And the reason why is kind of silly, but most history books don't have a lot of pictures. So you're just reading words and you don't have any visuals to like show what you're seeing or what you're reading. This one has tons of amazing pictures, old maps, all types of really cool stuff. It's definitely on the pricier side. It's $75, but you buy this and then you save on all the other books. That's called a New York hack for you.
We all know New York City is expensive. It's actually the second most expensive city in the entire world. But did you know that 1 in every 10 New Yorkers actually make $100 or less per day? So today's challenge, we're going to see how much we can do in New York City for $100. I mean, $100! How much can we realistically do in one of the most expensive cities in the world? Well, let's give it a go.
We are at our first location. It's breakfast, so I figure why not do like the classic New York breakfast, a bagel. It's cheap, it's delicious, you can get it everywhere. I'm just at a local deli and we're gonna go inside and get one. Come on. All right, so there's many options here. Everything bagel is the way to go. Cream cheese. Oh, they ran out of everything bagels, so we're gonna do plain bagels. $2? Nice. Yep. Got the bagel. It's a classic New York breakfast right here. Delicious, absolutely delicious. Look at Bella. You wanna try? She literally was just standing there while I was trying the bagel and she was just like, let's head to our next spot. This one is super cool. I think people are gonna flip out when they realize they can do this for only $2.75. Let's go. So I'm here at the Long Island City waterfront. This is also known as Gantry State Park. A lot of people don't seem to know about it. And you have these amazing views of Manhattan. Look at that. It's beautiful. This is why I live in Long Island City. We are going to be catching the New York City Ferry here, which costs $2.75. It's essentially a beautiful, practically free boat ride down the East River. And we're gonna go underneath the Brooklyn Bridge and the Williamsburg Bridge, and it's gonna be amazing. We gotta buy the tickets for the ferry. You can buy it right through the New York City Ferry app. Oh, Bella's gone. Thank God Molly's here helping me make this video today. If we have more of a budget today, we could do this. They actually serve local beer on the NYC Ferry, so you could literally just sit here all day and just have local beers. This is literally the best hack to seeing all of the highlights of New York from the water. I mean, we saw the Empire State Building already. You can see One World Trade right here. We're gonna go underneath the Brooklyn Bridge soon. You see Queens, Brooklyn, and Manhattan.
They sell alcohol, which means you get on it once. You ride it all day. It goes till sunset. You're on your own booze cruise for $2.75, okay?
Yeah, I mean, you're not wrong there. I don't know
As
if
long
they're
as you're
gonna
buying the
allow.
beer, they're not gonna bother
Yeah,
you.
you just can't get rowdy, you know what I mean? But yeah, it's pretty cool benefit though. So right now, we are at the Brooklyn Navy Yard. We have one more stop till we get to Wall Street, which is our next destination. I've only spent $4.75. Right, Bella? Yes. I have
$4.
$4.75.
$4.
It is
$2.
no with the bagel.
Oh.
It's like I feel like I'm not even spending the money fast enough.
I can help.
You are on a different budget. You're on a different budget.
Bella, that's why she's crying.
Why?
Look how mad she is.
It's because you wanted to give her ice cream at like 10 in the morning.
It had strawberries in it.
It's not real strawberries. Anyways,
And that's
let's
milk.
go
That's
next.
milk. That's milk.
That's actually from the early 1900s, that ship. By the way, if you want to know more history of New York, feel free to join my New York City tours. We just got off the NYC Ferry and we saw all of the iconic sights of the city for only $2.75. And now we are headed to Wall Street and the 9/11 Memorial. And guess how much those things cost? $0. $0. Let's go. We're here on Wall Street. You can see it right there. Very iconic street. Wall Street's actually called Wall Street, not because it's the center of the financial district in the world. No, because there used to be a wall here. There's a lot more to see here. Federal Reserve, New York Stock Exchange, the Wall Street Bull. I can't get into all of it in this video, but if you want to see everything, join my Secrets of New York tour. That runs every single Saturday from 10 to 1. Sick plug. Let's keep going.
Sarah ever mentioned in her videos that there's a lot of hot construction workers in New York? Specifically,
it's literally,
the city.
it literally has
upstate New
nothing
York,
to do with.
But downstate, prime
They can
real
literally
estate.
hear you. They can literally. Let's,
Did I ever tell you that?
Molly, come on. Oh my God. I have a secret that the US government probably doesn't want me to share. That building right there, that's the Federal Reserve, and that's where the largest concentration of gold in human history is buried, about 80 feet below the ground.
History Channel, so.
That's false. You will only get this information from my tours. We're at Trinity Church, first church in New York, rebuilt 3 times because of various disasters. I'm so excited because this is the first time it's been open in years. And also this is where Alexander Hamilton is buried, along with many other prominent founders of New York and the country.
Way to bring down the mood.
What do you mean bring down the mood?
She's like, look at this beautiful architecture. Also, there's death. Let's go.
It's a church. Death is part of church.
There's also marriage.
This is so lucky. So they're doing a performance at Trinity Church, like some practice performance, but it's free, $99. It's amazing. It's an amazing opera singer. I can't talk much in the church because it's a church, so it's officially time for Bella to go home. She has fallen asleep. Okay, goodbye, Belle. We'll see you later. So I just took the subway uptown. It cost me $2.75, but we're here at Chelsea Market. This is where we're gonna have our lunch today. Some of you may know this spot, but I can guarantee you most of you don't know that there's a secret inside of it. All right, we're here at Los Tacos Numero Uno, which is one of my favorite places to get a budget meal. They make incredible tacos, but as you can see, the line is very long here. So I'm gonna let you in on a little secret that I have not shared publicly. There's actually a secret Los Tacos Numero Uno right around the corner, and they specialize in seafood. Come this way. So you're gonna see this sign right here that says Los Mariscos. Go down this path. Now you're gonna wonder, am I going to a dungeon? Is this a bad idea? Like, this can't be correct. But yeah, it's that way. And you hear that music? That means you're here at Los Tacos Numero Uno, but it's Los Mariscos. Lunch has been served. I got fish tacos and watermelon juice, fresh pressed watermelon juice. $14 here at Los Mariscos, and they have a huge variety of hot sauce. Never lets me down, Tabasco. Wow, that is a solid taco. Look at the size of that. Those tacos numero uno, they just never let me down, and they're not expensive. Wow. Okay, you guys, this is so crazy. This is Emma. She just came over to me because she drew this picture of me sitting. How cool is that? Beautiful. Well, thanks. That's so cool. Okay, so far we have spent $21.50. We've done a lot today. I wanted to add in something that would seem almost impossible to get within this budget. So we're here at the TKTS booth. This is where you can get discount Broadway tickets. Maybe we can get like a show ticket for, I don't know, 50 bucks-ish, because I still would like to go to a rooftop bar and have a cocktail with a view. And that would be the perfect day. So let's see, come here, let's see what these prices are. So the cheapest Broadway ticket is either Chicago or the Kite Runner. Let me do some math. All right, 50. You guys, I think we can do it. I think we can do it. Let's get tickets to the Kite Runner. Oh my God, this line is so long. So let's just fast forward to our next spot, the Skylark. I am here at one of my favorite rooftop bars. It is the Skylark with the most epic view of the Empire State Building. My hack to get in an observation deck is this. An observation deck costs $39, but you can get a drink at a rooftop bar for whatever the price of the drink is. We have $20.50 left.
And their cocktails are $20. Whew. Let's go order this cocktail. Okay, with tax, it's $21.78. I'm gonna do a $2 tip on this. Okay, $23.78. So I've done the math, and I spent $103.08. So technically, I failed at my own challenge. You get an observation deck for lower than the price you would pay an observation deck. Essentially, if I went to an observation deck, I would have paid $39 plus tax. And here, I get a view like an observation deck, but I only pay $23, including tax and tips. So cheers to spending $100 essentially, doing amazing things in New York. Midtown West has a lot going on, so there's a lot to cover in this video, but let's start here. This is the garment district, and this is the area where all of the fashion designers used to have their offices, and you'll see a lot of signs of that. First off, 7th Avenue is called Fashion Avenue, and along the avenue you'll see plaques of some of the designers that once had their offices here, and some of them still do, by the way. You also have statues like this, and the button and needle behind me. And then a little bit up to the top part around 42nd Street, you have the Broadway district. This is where you're gonna have all of the amazing Broadway shows, and there's so many to choose from. Think about that. Imagine if you lived walking distance to a Broadway theater. What a dream, right? And then if you go a little bit further down, you have Madison Square Garden, which is one of the most iconic entertainment venues in the entire world. When you live in Midtown West, you are truly in the center of the concrete jungle, so there really isn't much parkland. Well, one of the things Sonia loves to do is come here at the Hudson River Park, and this is actually the second largest park in Manhattan. It is 4 miles long and stretches all the way along the Hudson River.
And you can chill there, you can spend the day. You have Frying Pan, a small restaurant which is on a boat, so you can get like a really nice sunset view from there, have a drink, and it's really pretty.
They have gardens, they have mini golf, tons of different sports arenas. They even have Chelsea Piers, which, fun fact, was where the Titanic would have docked if it didn't sink. There's also tons of great restaurants and bars, one of which is this lovely spot. This is called the Frying Pan, and we're gonna check it out right now. It's a restaurant and a bar on an old barge. Pretty cool. The Frying Pan is unique in a lot of ways. This is on the National Register of Historic Places, and there's actually 2 pieces here. What I'm standing on is actually an old railroad barge that used to transport cars across the Hudson River. So that's part 1. Part 2 is the actual Frying Pan boat. Now that was completed in 1929, and that was actually a ship that helped light the ways in North Carolina. You had a crew of men that stayed on there for 3 months at a time in all types of weather. So there's a lot of interesting history there. And today, of course, it is a grill and a bar. Hudson Yards is New York City's newest neighborhood, and it's also the most expensive. It costs $25 billion to build this neighborhood. Yes, you heard that right. But there's a lot going on here. You have the Hudson Yards Shops, which has all luxury shopping. You have the Vessel right over here, which is essentially an art piece. You used to go up on it, but now they're not allowed to do that anymore. We also have the Shed, which is a live performance space, and one of New York City's 4 observation decks. This is called the Edge, and that is the highest outdoor observation deck on the Western Hemisphere. And finally, we have one of the most iconic New York City attractions, the High Line. The High Line starts at Hudson Yards, and this is a spot you gotta check out because this was originally an old rail line that was opened in 1934. It's no longer in use though because they've converted it into this beautiful park with gardens and tons of sculptures. Come here early to avoid the crowds. Brooklyn Fare is a local favorite for a few reasons. First off, it is a gourmet grocery store. You can pretty much find anything in here, but my personal favorite is their chocolate collection. This is just a part of their chocolate collection, and it's like this whole section, but there's also even more over here. But the most fabulous part about Brooklyn Fare is actually a hidden 3 Michelin-starred restaurant inside called Chef's Table. All you see is just this little host stand. The restaurant's actually in here, super exclusive. One of the best restaurants in the city. It's very difficult to get reservations to. But by the way, if you want your vacation plan to New York, we've brought a lot of guests here, so because we have a connect. But that's a separate note. Michelin, yeah, they have 3. 1, 2, 3. Very rare. I believe there's only a few restaurants in the world that have 3 Michelin stars, so that's how you know it's good. I'm here at Zoob Zib. This is an authentic Thai noodle bar, and I got this delicious dish. This one is called Pad Ki Mao. It's like drunken noodles if you've had it, which is a wide, thinner noodle. It's one of my favorite Thai dishes. Look at that, yum. Nice and chewy, really like flavorful. It has a little kick to it. You can also get it with chicken or, of course, a Thai iced tea. Can't go to a Thai restaurant without getting that. Really good spot. Sonia has some good suggestions, I have to say. This is really yummy Thai food. Did you know that Midtown has Manhattan's best meat market? Well, now you do. This is Esposito Meat Market. It's been here since 1932 and is completely family owned. It was started by a guy named Giovanni Esposito, and now his 3 sons run it. Here we have Giovanni Esposito's 3 sons who still run the business. It's so rare to find a family-owned business in Midtown Manhattan. In the back, there's these giant wooden blocks where they cut the meat, and it looks like those are the same exact ones that they had in 1932. I don't know if that's the exact truth, but it's very authentic and original looking. Today we are in East Harlem, and we are starting a new series where I go into local New Yorkers' neighborhoods and explore where they live and go to some of their favorite locations. And today we are meeting with my good friend Laura Perucci, a New York City influencer, in her East Harlem Manhattan apartment that is $2,800. It's a 2-bedroom, 2-bath. We're gonna do a little tour of her apartment, learn a little bit about what it's like to live here in East Harlem, and go to some of her favorite spots.
My recommendations in East Harlem are Urban Garden Center. Like, if you love plants, you definitely should visit this place, and it's family owned, so that's good. You're supporting the neighborhood.
This spot is 20,000 square feet, 3 generations now. Here you can get everything from succulents to air plants to cactuses. Look at this. And one of the unique things is, take a look up. That is actually Metro North. So we are underneath the Metro North train line. They even have a soil bar. I didn't even know that was a thing. I mean, I'm all about bars, but soil bar? Never heard of it.
There's a pizza spot, Patsy's. We got pizza at this place once, was really good. And from what I heard, they are very like classic, traditional spot.
We are here at Patsy's, a East Harlem staple since 1933, and we got their coal oven pizza here. This is what they're known for. We did a half and half. Traditional side here, and we have a margarita, because you know, if you go to the original spot, you gotta get what they're known for. So this is one of the first places to sell pizza by the slice in the United States. This looks absolutely delicious, so let's try it. Nice and cheesy. You have that nice crispy crust right here. Super tasty. If you're in the neighborhood, definitely come here. It's a classic spot that you absolutely need to try.
In Central Park, I feel that a lot of people that visit New York only go to like those same spots in Central Park. They don't go beyond 86th Street, what is the Metropolitan Museum. So here in Harlem, help it, no. In Harlem, you have the Conservatory Garden, which is a spot that a lot of people don't know about it, which is beautiful, especially in springtime. A lot of people actually get married there.
So the Conservatory Garden here in Central Park is such a hidden gem. I mean, look how beautiful this is. This was actually built in 1937, and there are 3 different types of gardens in this area. Right here, we have the French Garden, and the center garden's the Italian, and they are currently working on the English Garden. This was originally supposed to be a greenhouse, so it looks a lot different than the more natural looking parts of Central Park. You'll notice that it's beautifully designed. You'll also notice that the entranceway is a beautiful gate donated by the Vanderbilt family. So this is a very historic area, great place to get married. This is a spot that you don't want to miss when coming to Central Park, but it's one that most people do. So add it to your list.
Harlem Mere is a great place to have a picnic. They have a lake and they have ice skating. in the winter at the same spot.
One of the awesome things about Harlem is you are so close to Central Park. It's literally in your backyard. Central Park is iconic. And I'm here in Upper Central Park, a place that a lot of people don't visit, and they should. Right behind me is the Harlem Mere. This spot is filled with all types of wildlife. You have turtles, you have 8 different types of fish, a lot of different birds, and you can go fishing here, which is super fun. They have a little Swedish cottage over here. And one of the fun facts about this area is there's actually old 1800s forts from the War of 1812 here. You can actually go up one of the hills and go into an old fort from the War of 1812. How cool is that?
So another place is East River Plaza. A lot of people don't know we have a Costco in Manhattan, probably the only location that they have here. It's huge.
This next experience is so incredible. It's called the Escape Game.
They have a 5-star rating with over 2,400 Google reviews. How impressive is that?
You start by picking your theme from like a 1950s prison to deep space or even a classic art heist. Then team up to follow clues, solve puzzles, and complete your mission in under 60 minutes. The games are a unique hands-on experience designed for families, friends, couples, corporate events, or really anyone else looking for an elevated, unplugged adventure. So let's go inside and check it out.
Ready?
Yeah.
We did their gold rush room. For this escape game, you need to find hidden gold in an elaborate 3-part room with tons of fun surprises.
Oh, so smart.
We did it.
Oh my God, we're geniuses.
I feel so smart.
Whoa.
Oh, we made it. All right, okay.
Oh my God, this is so cool. We worked together on solving puzzles, riddles, and even Bella helped out.
Ah, what is it? Where's Bella? Oh my gosh!
And since we're all adults, we totally didn't argue.
Oh, the shapes.
Yes,
oh, these are shapes.
Dude, I just said that.
No, I just said that.
No, I said that. What? No one listens to me.
All right,
You
the
see
first
this?
number.
Oh, okay. Well, maybe just a little joking around happened. My favorite part was a surprise slide that opened up.
Oh,
yeah! Oh my God, there's like scary sounds in here. Oh,
Yeah.
Bella, Bella, yeah! Woo, Bella!
Whoa.
Eventually, we made it through with only a few seconds to spare.
I'm gonna explode it.
Oh my God, you did it!
I'm so happy we escaped. 2 minutes and 36 seconds on the clock.
I was not expecting this level of like artistry. It's like a movie set.
There you go. Congratulations, you escaped.
There's no better way to see the city than by water. Now there are 3 experiences I recommend for this one. The first one is the hot tub boat. It's freaking amazing. This is the perfect experience for like a party environment, like a bachelorette. You could probably do an engagement here. This is awesome, and the view of New York, I don't think it gets better than that, right? It's the coolest thing. It's great for the summer. Now the price for this does start at $449 a person. It is definitely more pricey, but the more people you get, the cheaper it gets because you have to rent the entire hot tub. You're not sharing it with strangers. You should definitely visit an observation deck when you're here, and now we have 5 of them in New York City, so it can be a little bit overwhelming to choose which one to visit. You don't need to visit all of them when you come here. There are 2 ones that I really recommend. A little warning, they're both extremely crowded, unfortunately. So if you don't want to deal with any crowds at all, I do recommend going to Top of the Rock during the day. It's not that crowded and the views are still beautiful. The Edge has the highest outdoor observation deck in the Western Hemisphere. Now tickets to this are $34. I'm on the top of the Edge right now. This is 1,100 feet up in the air, or 345 meters. You can see a 360 view of the entire city, all the way stretching 80 miles out. There's a glass floor here, so you can look down many floors below, see taxis below you. It's kind of like you're floating in the air. Wow, I feel like this is wrong. This is crazy. And if you are a risk taker, then definitely add on City Climb. This is where you can actually climb on the exterior of the building with harnesses. The other one that's worth visiting is Summit. What they're known for is being the 4th tallest skyscraper in New York City. They also are completely covered with mirrors on the interior. This is crazy. It's all the way at the ceiling too. Wow. And the view of the city, oh my God.
You're right across from the Empire State Building here.
They have a room filled with balls that float midair, which is pretty wild, and I don't really understand the science of it, but it's pretty cool. This is the glass box. If you're afraid of heights, I don't know, would you do it? Tell me, comment below, would you do this? And finally, a elevator that goes on the side that's a complete glass elevator that brings you 1,400 feet up to the top. It's wild. There are so many great places to stay in New York City. For spring, my favorite is the Peninsula Hotel. This is because they have so many fun spring activities like an Easter brunch, beautiful flowers, plus they're close to Central Park, which is covered in blooming flowers. Let's go inside and take a look.
Ideally located on 5th Avenue and 55th Street, the Peninsula is in the heart of the city's most prestigious shopping, entertainment, and cultural district. It is within walking distance of Central Park, Rockefeller Center, and exciting Broadway theaters. Plus, it has something special not found in many New York City hotels. They have a pool on the 22nd floor, and they also have a beautiful wraparound terrace where you can sunbathe. Look at how excited she is. This is how excited you could be also in the pool. And one of the most amazing things about this pool that you're not going to find anywhere else is you can actually see Central Park from it, which is awesome for spring, summer, and fall because the colors of the trees, so beautiful. Spring brings out the beauty of the city through an outdoor lens. Here are 7 of my favorite activities to do here. At the New York Botanical Gardens, they do the orchid show every year from late February to early May. And here you're gonna see thousands of beautiful orchids of all different colors in this amazing crystal conservatory. Let's go inside and check it out. This year, the theme is Kaleidoscope. Let's explore the orchid show though, because that's the main event for spring. If you are a New York resident, you can come here for free on Wednesdays. I don't know if that includes the orchid show, but you can definitely get to the New York Botanical Gardens for free. There's actually something called Orchid Evenings here. They do a bar here with live music at night. It's perfect for like a romantic date night. So in between the orchid show, they have different regions. So we're going from rainforest to desert right now. Bella's loving it because of the lights. The High Line is an urban park located on an old freight train line, and today it's covered in blossoming flowers, trees, grass, and there's also great artwork here. Now, when you visit, there's a lot to see here, so I do recommend downloading their High Line app, where it will show you exactly where things are and tell you more information about it. It's about 20 blocks long and starts at Hudson Yards and ends at Chelsea. Definitely a place you should go in springtime. Across the East River in Astoria, Queens, you'll find Socrates Sculpture Park. Once an illegal dump site, this space has been transformed into an outdoor museum showcasing large-scale contemporary art and performances. Their exhibits are always changing and free, so visit their website at socratessculpturepark.org to see what's happening now.
One of the best places to see the cherry blossoms in New York is, of course, Central Park. I'm here at Cherry Hill. The flowers are blooming around me. Another great spot that you can get some beautiful cherry blossom photos is on 72nd and 5th Avenue. If you just go right into there, it's a great spot for a picnic as well, because having a picnic in Central Park is just such a wonderful experience. So why not do it under a cherry blossom tree, you know?
Another great activity to do in spring here is the rowboats at Central Park. Boats are only $20 per hour, cash only, with a $20 cash deposit. It is always a great time. One of the forgotten islands of New York City is Governor's Island, but really it shouldn't be. This island has a lot to do on it year-round, but in spring it is extra beautiful. You can take a bike ride around it, see a lavender field, enjoy a spa, and even go to their orchard. This has 50 hybrid fruit trees and is absolutely gorgeous in spring.
Little Island is a relatively new floating park on the Hudson River. This spot is absolutely beautiful in spring because of the gardens. It also has a very unique architecture that you're not going to see anywhere else in New York City and most places around the world. This spot has live music, it has food, it has drinks, it has art. It's awesome. Check their website out for more details on when the live music is, but definitely visit Little Island while you're here. Spring is a great time to be on the water, and I really recommend doing a sail through the Hudson along the East River with Classic Harbor Line. They actually have a proper sailboat that they go along, and it's absolutely beautiful. You also get a glass of champagne or some drink of your choice. The other company that does this is Clipper City.
It's just such a wonderful way to see the city, especially in spring when the weather is getting warmer. It's gorgeous. Don't miss that.
And that is not all you need to know while you're here. I have several other 100-hour guides that you should check out on all different topics, such as the best things to do, restaurants, budget travel, tips, scams, and so much more. All of those will be linked below. And remember to pick up my free 3-day itinerary or join one of my NYC tours to optimize your experience while you're here. I hope you have an amazing time.